Welcome to Mouthfuls of Madness.
All right. Episode
number 12.
12. 1, 2. Ones and twos. Just one and a two. So this is like a blank episode. This was like going into it super blind.
Yeah.
We got some good feedback from the old Ash Wednesday over there.
Wait, is your last name Wednesday?
No. Tis not.
I was gonna say that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know her last name.
Oh. Super blind.
The end. No.
That's it for episode 12.
All right, episode 12 in the books.
Hey.
Fuck yeah, that was a good one. Congratulations. All right, episode 13. No, this is still episode 12. Fuck. All right, that was just, there's people talking and stuff, so I had to pause it. So, I guess this first thing is, we'll just make this like a sex robot episode.
All right.
We've talked about sex
that's the
robots
dream.
and shit like that. But, so Ash sent this link to world's first ever pole dancing robots to debut at a French nightclub. Now, I don't understand that because the actual...
Like, do they still look like robots? Like, you can see all the servos and everything and like...
Yeah, so I get... So this is actually... Oh, I get it why. This was two different ads. Two different
robots?
Websites that got sent to me. So, but they actually look similar. Like, so that's one of them.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, it's just like all that exposed wiring. Oh, shit. So, now we have a fleet of robots that can keep us entertained and amused for hours. The SC Club in Nantes, France, has hired 2 pole dancing stripper robots that are to go live starting from September 3rd. These robots don high heels and are loaded with CCTV cameras in lieu of heads to capture the reaction of the spectators as they get down with their moves. In a bid to make them appear more human-like, creator Giles Walker have covered their metal bodies with plastic parts from mannequins. Oof, that's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
That's right up my fucking alley right there. And the intent isn't to arouse. Well, no shit. I mean, if you would have put fucking tits on them, I guess. But
why would you put them in a strip club then?
Well, I think it's gonna. Oh man, it's like.
Check this out.
It's the British designer has installed giant cameras atop the robots' bodies to make a point to play with the notion of voyeurism, posing the question of who has the power between the voyeur and the observed person. Well, I mean, that depends on how the voyeur is going down.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a peeping Tom, then you have the power because the person doesn't know you're fucking there.
They don't even know.
Right? Like, you're just like...
You're just in the closet.
Oh, fuck, in the closet? I was just talking about... like, you fucking broke in. I was breaking and entering and shit.
Go big or you go home.
Hey, yeah.
All right?
I don't want no pesky glass between me and the fucking...
I didn't pick up lockpicking for nothing.
Oh, fuck. That's... fucking... You only sell those things, those fucking lockpicking kits and shit.
Yeah, man. I have...
Just like... I'm just like a hardcore voyeur, bro. Like... I mean, is that like the mark of a true voyeur? You're like... If you ain't breaking in the fucking house and in the closet, then you were fucking punk. Like, don't come at me with your weak outside
I'm
the
looking
window.
through the window bullshit.
Like, I have to like fog it up and fucking clean the window and shit. It's all dirty with bird shit. That's just like one step away from rape.
Is it?
I mean, like that's like the escalation, right? Like,
because
you're breaking into a fucking house,
and
watching them do whatever,
and
then like that can't be enough at one point. Like, at some point, you're like, you're going to want to touch.
Yeah, you're going to want to come out of the closet.
Ew.
No, keep going.
So it's not rape. The next evolution is just jerking it in front of them. It's just...
Or maybe, like, under the bed is next. I don't know.
Yeah, but then you're seeing less. If you're under the bed, you ain't seeing shit.
I guess the audio could probably turn you on.
No.
Use
well, I mean,
your
then you just,
imagination.
like, plant one of those microphones.
Ooh,
And then, like, fucking...
I don't know.
Like,
nice.
yeah.
Crack it open.
I put a mute on my mic, but that really got picked up hard on yours.
Yeah, it sounded like it did.
This is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, man. I don't know why you do that to
It
yourself.
tastes like melted fucking orange popsicles, but like not in a good way.
Oh.
And then when you burp, it's like zesty.
Ew.
Yeah, it's gross.
I'll drink it anyway.
Whatever, man. I just need to stay like level, bro. I can't be fucked. So, my whole thing is like, these fucking sex robots, well, they're not sex robots. These pole dancing strippers, like, it's just basically an art installation.
Yeah.
Like, there's not really, like, I mean, but they might opening up the door for some hardcore fetish.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, there's those dudes that fuck cars and shit.
Yeah.
And, like,
Objectophiles or whatever.
Ooh.
Objectophilia.
Not my car. Hashtag me too.
But don't you think there'd already be a fetish for like an attraction to robots and stuff like
Oh,
that?
I'm sure there is. There's been so many like robot movies and like robot shit that people like.
Yeah.
Like, did you ever see? Fuck. God damn it! I just forgot the name of that movie.
Short Circuit.
Oh, Johnny Five. Oh, what's that 5 stand for?
Or the Terminator?
5 inches.
5 feet.
God damn. It is ever expanding. I can pleasure you from any distance. No, it was the God damn it! It's the fucking the
She?
Did you see? No, that's you're thinking of her.
Oh, her. Whatever.
That's like just the straight up AI.
Yeah.
AI voice.
That's scary.
Like that's like falling in love with Siri. It's
Oh.
like, oh wait, what? No,
I'm more of an Alexa guy.
What about
But Google Home, that voice.
What
really
does my
gets
computer
me.
have? Oh, Cortana. Sounds like a Mortal Kombat character.
Cortana's from Halo.
Is it?
Yeah, that was the name of the AI.
The HP voice. Girl is Cortana.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cortana was
I
in
played
Halo,
like
and
twice.
it's the AI installed into Master Chief's armor, and they fall in love with each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
kinky.
Yeah. Don't know how it works, but hey, whatever.
It's just like phone sex. I mean, like, I think that's about how it works. It's just like, oh yes, harder, Master Chief. I guess. I don't know. Like,
Is that what humans like?
yeah, I don't really know because I'm artificial intelligence. They really didn't equip me to fuck you orally. I mean, AUR, not oral like mouth, but. What was it? Yeah. What was I,
Talking about
okay, so it's the robot. God damn it! I gotta fucking Google the shit out of this thing.
And stuff.
Robot sex.
Robot fetish.
Sex. Robot. So you know the girl who played
Hermione? Yes.
No. God damn it! It's not.
Oh, Belle.
fucking,
Yeah. Okay.
No. Oh, Ex Machina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, did you see that movie?
I didn't see it, but
Okay.
I know of it. Yeah.
Well, anyway, so the whole thing is like this, so there's a test for like AI and shit. This dude, that the code breaker guy, the old code breaker. They made a movie with Benedict Cumberbatch about him. Like he was super smart and gay, and he like helped break these codes and stuff. But he came up with this test for like artificial intelligence to like. It basically would tell you if the thing was real or not. And, like, the higher something scored, like, that's the whole goal for AI is, like, to score so that this test, like, blows it out of the water. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell. So this guy has this, like, computer dude come to his house, and he's, like, a huge tech mogul, and he has created this robot AI, with a female body. But it's, like, her face... And then the body's like mesh and super sexy and feminine and not like all clanky and shit, but like smooth and
the servo's fine.
But like her face is like the real actress's face and shit. But yeah, you can kind of see inside. But there's like a breastplate and like thighs and a butt, but there's like no waist. It's like hips and a spine. You can see all that shit.
Oh, interesting.
So the whole thing is for him to interact with her. to see if she passed the test, so that like this is the best AI ever. And it gets all fucking crazy, but she's like super sexy because it's the girl who plays the new Tomb Raider.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I forget her name.
Alicia Vikander.
Yeah,
she's pretty hot.
Yeah.
So she's like the robot.
Oh,
and it's a pretty good movie. You should check it out. But I forgot the guy who plays. He's not the bad guy, but he's like the robot creator. He's the antagonist.
Yeah.
But he plays Poe in fucking the new Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? That swarthy looking dude.
Yeah.
So it's him, and then Dom Hall Gleason is like the computer nerdy dude.
Okay.
That fucking ginger, who's also in the fucking new Star Wars things. But,
he is? Who does he play?
yeah, he plays like the fucking like the commander dude, like one of the Imperial.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho's, but so that's the whole thing is like, you know, sexy robot, and she could like, you know, it plays into the whole like she's now thinking on her own, like for herself. So there's like a self-preservation aspect and all this stuff, and like a lying and manipulative thing that comes. It's pretty crazy.
And like she fakes emotions and stuff.
Yeah,
Ooh.
like it's pretty crazy.
Scary.
Like, I mean, I don't want to like. You kind of give it away if I tell you like what happens, but I don't want to be like a spoiler. But I don't think you'll ever watch it, so fucking.
You never know, man. One of these days.
One of these days. You'd be like one of those homework reading lists of like movies. But then it doesn't matter because we'd be talking about it after the fact, which is like whatever. Like, this is episode 12.5.
Maybe we'll talk about Ex Machina. I finally watched it.
Yay! But that ties to the whole thing. Like, I think that it's like working towards that as such a big thing for everybody. Like having a sex robot and all this stuff, like getting rid of actual human interaction for sex. That it's like, first of all, okay, like
don't you think that hastened the idiocracy, though? Because I mean, if you think about it, the only people who are going to be able to afford these sex robots are going to be the smart ones who have well-paying jobs, who make a lot of money. And they're going to be the only ones who are able to buy this stuff. While the dumb
then,
people
like,
breed.
like you're saying, they could have brothels with fucking sex robots.
Oh.
So, like, the everyman could go to, like, a fucking... and then you get, like, the janky, like, first era robots that are like, ooh, handy, jerky, handy. You know, like, they're just like...
I'd be scared
they're just
of
like
that.
a box with a realistic human hand. That's just like... You know what I mean? Like, you could have all kinds of weird shit, like little droids with holes. Like, they're just, like, mobile glory holes. There's gonna be... Because... if it gets to that point where they're making, like, functioning sex robots that could, like, replace females and males as your sex partner, then as a corporation, there's no way they're going to not fucking tap the poor.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? They're going to make fucked up little, little fucking robots that, like, like fucking... like a sick Teddy Ruxpin. Put it in my hole.
Spin me round and round.
I want to play with you.
Oh, gosh. Teddy Ruxpin.
And
is so
making like a
terrifying.
brothel or like a cheap place like that where you could like pay by the hour, that's even more.
Yeah.
Like, you could rent it, for cheaper than it costs to buy a hooker.
Uh-huh.
I mean, not buy a hooker. You rent a hooker.
Yeah.
I don't pay you for the sex. I pay to leave. Chauvinism and misogyny. It's like a comforting blanket. But I think that, like... I mean, they're already doing it in Japan with, like...
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's... not the sex robot thing, but, like, there gotta be fucking...
Oh, absolutely.
Like, they're making, like,
probably,
the VR suits.
Yeah.
That, like, you can feel all the
everything.
touches.
Yeah.
And then, like, the next evolution of that is just... I mean, they make those real dolls. They're gonna just put stuff inside of them.
Yeah.
Which,
There's already stuff you can put inside of them.
Your dick.
Yeah. Talking
about my dick. But those sex dolls, speaking of which, there is sex doll brothels.
Yeah. Where?
I don't know where. It's fucking Google.
Is that also in France?
Yeah. Oh, those French. No, I think it's like in America. Like it's in
Vegas, maybe.
Probably, but I mean, it could be anywhere because they're not real people, so it's not illegal.
Prostitution.
You're just like it's like a play place for
adults.
for adults. Like
pick your robot. Fuck it.
Well, it's not. They're not the robots. They're like the real dolls.
Oh,
those like expensive, like hard, not hard, but they're like the fucking ungainly, like cumbersome fucking rubber dolls that you can like. I mean, is it worth it? Like, I don't want to pay $5,000 to like heft a fucking dead body around. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I guess.
I don't know, but would you really want to go to a brothel and use a?
But I mean, they clean them.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, so okay, so this place. Ooh, so let's go to Rolling Stone's got an article about it. Are sex doll brothels the wave of the future?
God, I hope not.
Sex dolls can cost thousands of dollars, but an hour with one is surprisingly affordable.
Tell me more.
Look at this fucking picture. It's like you walked into a fucking suicide. Like the chick's in. It's the real doll in lingerie, so and she's like dead-eyed, flopped over on a pillow, trying to be seductive, but it's like a lifeless. God, I've
seen those pictures. It's so fucking disturbing.
It's like,
oh man. Oh, it reminds me of this. Oh, jeez.
Ooh, oh, this is near you. Oh, this is fucking in Canada.
Oh, damn.
So this is right up the W Files alley.
Maybe that's how they found
I'm gonna have to like. We'll see if Shannon knows because it's in a neighborhood of Toronto. In a nondescript bedroom in an undisclosed industrial neighborhood in Toronto, Canada, Erica is being prepped to meet her first John. Before her appointment, an attendant will wash and sterilize her. Then they'll dress her in the white tank and black thong underwear, fitting for a French-Canadian girl next door. Finally, the attendants will help Erica into position on her back, one leg bent, with her eyes trained intriguingly towards the door. On their way out, one last touch, a quick spray of Erica's signature perfume. Every time he smells it, he'll think of her. That's like, holy shit, that's like, it's almost like posing a fucking corpse.
Yeah. Oh, that picture disturbs me. I don't know.
So I guess it says not in the U.S. As far as this, what is this fucking thing from? This is, so this is from 2018, so there's definitely some in the U.S. now.
Oh, absolutely.
So at Aura Doll's sex doll brothel, that hurts my tongue.
Yeah.
And in similar brothels cropping up from Russia to Canada, and likely soon the U.S., the so-called world's oldest profession is being reborn. Erica isn't human, of course. She's a silicone skin doll. While the idea is strange to most, this new iteration of sex work is allowing both brothel owners and their clients to get around a few of prostitution's most vexing dilemmas. Like that it's illegal?
Yeah.
That's the one. I don't know. And you can't fuck a corpse. I guess that's the other one. Because honestly, like...
Would you want to fuck
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is just, to me, that's fucking do whatever you want to do. But, like, I get that, like, pocket vaginas, like, okay, like, it's better than your hand.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's a smooth... It feels like a vagina, and it's, like, squishy, and it's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
look,
from what I heard.
We get it. You have fucking pocket vaginas. Like, nobody doesn't think that you don't, okay? Like... Everybody knows. You're just in denial for yourself.
No, I'm not.
No. You have one. So, to me, it's like, if you want to fuck a hunk of rubber that just lays there.
Yeah. Or is it, like, programmed to, like... Because it doesn't move on
There is no program. It's
just a doll.
It's just silicone.
Ugh.
It's just a big doll.
No.
It's a human-sized doll with holes.
No.
Like, it's a fleshlight with legs and arms and tits and a face. Like, it's...
No.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, you
that.
know, there's that fucking thing where people do that. Like, they lay like sex dolls and, like, want to be, like, fucked. Like, just lay there. And it's like, okay. I guess.
Okay.
But, I mean, at least, yeah, but it's like but it's still, like, to me, it's only appealing if you want to fuck a dead body.
Yeah.
Ugh. I mean, wait a minute. Whatever.
Depends on how long ago they...
I mean, like, I killed a person?
Is it still warm?
I mean, cold could be nice. I like the cold. I mean, like, like, I guess only issue would be, like, pliability. But, I mean, that's kind of intriguing to me. Like, you never, like, masturbated with a frozen hand?
No.
No, I'm not saying you did. I'm just like, I never, like, thought about it, but, like, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, I really do enjoy the cold, and then, like, with friction and stuff, it gets pretty hot, and, like, maybe, like, a little coolness would be alright.
Maybe just have, like, an ice bath. Try it yourself.
Yes.
Dunk your hands and
Or I
switch
could
once
go
one
to the
starts.
morgue and, like, get a handy from a corpse.
Yeah, sure. Whatever floats your boat, man.
So this next part, I don't buy, because I think the whole aspect of going to, like, a real brothel is that you could explore your kinks.
Yeah.
But they're saying, I think the main thing is that our customers won't have to feel shy or ashamed of trying out their sexual fantasies, says Aura Doll's marketing director, Claire Lee. On the day she's... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Like, if the doll doesn't react, how can you act out that fantasy, you know?
Yeah, like, you gotta, like... My fantasy is to, like, hump this heavy fucking thing into every position. You know what I mean? Like... I don't know. So, I guess they're saying frequently, if the customers who go there are anything like those who began to frequent a newly opened doll brothel in Turin, Italy, then some customers are likely to be men who are especially shy and have a hard time meeting and having sex with human women. So this is right up the incel fucking movement's fucking... Here you go. Don't be a misogynistic asshole and hate on women for your loneliness. Go fuck a sex doll.
Yeah.
Aura Dolls took shyness into consideration with the layout of the brothel. Patrons will pay $120 for an hour, then walk down a one-way hallway to a room where the doll waits for them. The exit is also one way. The exit, also one way, is aimed at preventing clients from running into another. I mean, like, you're fucking there.
Yeah.
Like, I always say that people would be like, oh, you go to the sex shop? Like, what if somebody saw you there? You're like,
so?
They're there too.
Yeah.
It's not like, ooh, I saw you in a sex shop.
I'm going to go in a sex shop, see if I know anybody.
Yeah, like, I just hang out here to fucking catch people. I'm not actually interested in anything they sell here. Ha 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 ha. During their session, they can take a shower, watch porn, and do whatever they want with the doll, as long as they don't damage it or make any extra holes.
Tell me about that belly button, girl.
I mean, that's just because it's like, this fucking guy is too shy, but his kink is like, I want to fuck you in your gut.
Yeah.
So I'm going to poke a hole in it. Like, buy your own doll. Let's see. Outside the mouth and vagina and anus, that doll comes equipped with. Water-based lubricant is provided, as are condoms, which are encouraged as a safety precaution. That sounds like lazy housekeeping.
Yeah.
Which are encouraged, blah, blah, blah. 10 minutes before the session is done, an intercom gives a warning that it's time to finish up. Ooh, nothing lightens the mood. Like, wrap it up, buddy.
You got 2 minutes left.
If a John goes overtime, he'll have to pay another $90 to book the doll for the next half hour. Then comes the cleanup. Oh yeah, this is what I've all been waiting for right here.
Oh yeah.
On a busy day, employees at Aura Dolls may have only one frenzied hour to clean and prep the doll for her next session. It's kind of like a race, and the employees have been practicing. First, the doll is placed underneath a shower and washed with soap and warm water. Then its orifices are blasted with a pressure cleaner, filled with special disinfectant, and penetrated with a UVC germ-killing lamp that's shaped like a dildo. Then the doll is rushed back into the room to be dressed, have her hair done, and get any makeup touch-ups that might be needed before the next customer shows up.
Wait, they put makeup on this bitch?
Yeah, I thought they came with makeup.
Yeah,
like,
I thought
airbrush
they'd
that shit on.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing I can think of is this is the most fucked up Toy Story scenario ever.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine this poor girl after everybody's gone and they come to life and they're just like, oh god.
Oh
They've just been blasted in a UV dildo has been placed inside my fucking vagina.
That's so sad to think about.
It says Andy on my foot. Like, that's... I think that's so, like, that's gotta be made. Like, somebody's gotta fucking make that, like, just
the
so, like...
Toy Story.
You've got a friend in me. Literally. Up inside you. Fuck. As Aura Dolls prepared to open, it already had 200 reservations in the book.
Jeez.
The majority were from men, duh, and about 30% were from couples or women alone. Sex doll brothels have the advantage of being legal in many countries where human prostitution is not.
Wait, they have it for couples?
Well, I guess, like, you know, it's like that safe threesome. Where it's like,
yes,
sure, maybe I want to try a threesome, but let's fucking lunk this 150-pound lump of plastic and see if that goes. They're legal, but they would be also legal in the U.S. if vulnerable to some nuanced law penalties and restrictions, according to H. Lewis Sirkin, an attorney who is blah blah.
How strange.
I don't get it. Why is it illegal?
What? It's illegal? Why? It's not a human.
Well, that's what I was saying. It said, sir, somebody will come and try to do it here. The closest thing I can compare them to are the old peep show arcades. The argument for them was that what people do there is done privately and not exposed to the public. The argument against them was that people went there to masturbate, so some argued it was lewd and lascivious conduct and called it a public nuisance and shut some of the places down.
But here's the thing.
But that's them talking about peep show shit.
Yeah.
But
if they're not just like, if they're not on the sidewalk jerking it, then what does it fucking matter? If it's like out of your view, in a fucking secluded room, what's the problem?
It's just puritanical, man. Like that's like just your opinion, man. Like I can fuck a doll if I want to.
Yeah. Hey,
this is the other thing.
Dolls,
I think
go fuck a doll.
This is another thing I don't agree with. Not that I don't agree, but I think that, like, no matter what you're fucking, I think your partner is going to have a problem with it if you're doing it in lieu of.
Yeah.
Because it's like, maybe it's a sexless, like, they're saying people who have, the dolls could also be provided as an alternative for people who have unsatisfying monogamous relationships. Maybe it's a sexless marriage and they're seeking sexual fulfillment, but they don't want to violate the vow that they made to their partner. But it's like, if you're not getting sex from your partner for whatever reason, and then you start fucking a doll, and then you're like, well, I don't need you anymore, then it's like,
yeah,
that's just the same thing. Like, why don't you just break up or whatever? Yeah. Like, I don't know, unless your partner's like, I don't want to fuck you, go fuck a doll. That's cool. Don't fuck a real person, because I'll be mad, but you fuck a doll and we'll be okay. So while researching his book, this guy figured that more than 4,000 people... He interviewed more than 4,000 people and found that 15% of them had fantasized about sex with a robot.
50?
15.
Oh, 1-5. Oh, okay.
Something not all that different. I don't believe... It is different from fucking a sex doll. Like, they're specifically saying fantasize about having sex with a robot.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a lifeless doll.
Like, a robot could at least mimic, certain movements and sounds and
like
stuff
it's
like
an
that.
active partner.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, a doll? I don't know,
It just seems like too much work.
It does. I don't... I guess, just for me personally, I wouldn't get anything out of it. Because part of it for me is like making sure that they're getting their shit, like,
pleasures.
That's half of it for me.
Yeah,
like, I like making like, if you're having a good time, I'm having a good time, kind of thing. And it's like, how can you have a good time if it's just a doll?
Because that's like, you ever talk to like oh, she was a dead fish, bro. She just laid there.
No.
And some guy's like, oh boy, that's the dream. Oh man, if she'd have just laid there, motionless, and dead-eye stared at me.
Just starfished out.
Ooh.
Splayed out.
Uh-oh, airplane.
Ooh, airplane. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
the other thing is, this was another part of that fucking so sex robots, right?
I'd much rather fuck a sex robot
Oh yeah, for sure.
than a doll.
Sex
But
robots.
that being
are the way
said,
to go.
I'd rather fuck neither.
Yeah. That being said, also I got sense of, there was an article about how the way of the future with sex dolls is one of violence, that a glitch in programming could lead to your death.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Could you
That's
imagine?
why I don't want to fuck a no robot.
That's why I don't want to fuck a no robot, okay?
Is that how it's
That's why I want to fuck a no robot, okay?
Oh man, that's one of my those irrational fears that people have.
She's gonna clench up and rip your dick off.
Yeah, no, one of mine is the singularity and shit like that, and when robots start their takeover and shit.
Yeah, but wait, I thought the singularity is
is when
humans.
The singularity is when our intelligence is surpassed by the AI.
Oh, I thought that was we would need to become integrated with technology to keep up. I thought that was the singularity.
Oh. No, the way
I'm gonna Google it. No, you keep talking.
I thought the singularity. I always understood the singularity as AI's intelligence surpassing that of humans, and that is fucking terrifying. Because if AI's job is to get smarter and smarter, solve the world's problems, eventually, we can't deny it. Mankind, we cause a lot of fucking problems.
Ooh, so here we go. So you're right.
Uh,
The technological singularity, also simply the singularity, is a hypothetical point in the future when technological growth becomes uncontrollable and irreversible, resulting in unfathomable changes to human civilization. Yep. According to the most popular version of the singularity hypothesis, called intelligence explosion, an upgradable intelligent agent, such as a computer running software-based artificial general intelligence, would enter a runaway reaction of self-improvement cycles, with each new and more intelligent generation appearing more and more rapidly, causing an intelligence explosion and resulting in a powerful superintelligence that would qualitatively far surpass all human intelligence.
Yep.
Ooh.
That shit frightens me, man. Take the robot overlords, man.
Huh.
I'd rather die by alien invasion than that.
So then the only thing would be
to stop making AI. It's the only solution.
This is the guy, this Kurzweil dude? That's the one, because he talks about, gene therapy and fucking life expectancy shit, putting stuff in your body that would, help you stop aging and synthesize genes and replace human DNA and stuff.
Yeah.
But, I think that's where it's going to go, right?
Yeah, I honestly think so. I know it's not a horror movie, but one of the movies that scared the shit out of me growing up was Bicentennial
don't say that fucking Johnny Depp movie.
No, Bicentennial Man fucking scared the shit out of me. Yeah. Just the thought of, a robot learning and, wanting to be human. I don't know, something about it. It's just
he was so good-natured and just I'm exploring life.
No, stop it.
I fell in love. Then he became human at the end, didn't he? Yeah, and died.
And died, but still, it's in that universe, because the way I think about it, the way I thought about it, if in that universe a robot could do that, then who knows what the fuck other
there's
robots
the
are
evil
capable
counterpart.
Of. Yeah, absolutely.
That would have switched that whole movie up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bicentennial Man.
Just the thought. Bicentennial Man 2.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I think...
that movie was too fucking long.
Yeah, it was. It really was. I think it all started with, fucking... I don't know why.
That's so funny that's not Terminator, not fucking fucking Bicentennial Man.
It's just fucking freaky, right?
That's fucking great.
I think because before I watched that movie for the first time, I just recently read the short story called "I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream."
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, man. Oh, and I think just from that, I was just like, no, AI bad.
See that you're just reverting. Like, oh no, AI bad, no. And then that's when the robots take over. You scare yourself into fucking simpleton. Like,
yeah, that's why like Terminator. I love the movies, but just the thought of that actually happening, I was like, yeah, that could totally.
Yeah, because they weren't trying to become human. They were just like machines. They were just like fuck humans.
Yeah.
Get rid of them.
Yeah,
that new one looks pretty sick. Have you seen the
seen
preview for that? The Dark Fate.
Oh no.
Sarah Connor's back, motherfuckers.
Nice.
And the new Terminator chick is cool. She's like not a Terminator. What? No. It's I fucking love this chick. She's a good actress. I really like her. She was in that. Did you ever see *Halt and Catch Fire*?
No.
That show. So it's what's her name? God damn it! It's this is such interesting fucking radio.
Yeah.
Mackenzie Davis.
Oh, okay.
Right, she's been in a bunch. She's been in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Usually, like
absolutely.
She's pretty cute too.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, she's fucking Canadian. What the fuck? No. Canadians are invading. No,
we gotta build a wall.
but like a nice wall.
Yeah.
We'll let out. We got
We'll pay for
we're
it.
Friends with. I could say we're friends with Canadians. Canadians are cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna get so much shit for getting. We're gonna never hear the end of that one. But apparently she's in this one. It's not like she's another Terminator.
Yeah,
she's like an enhanced human.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
bionic.
Yeah, like she's stuff? Like upgraded and shit. Like she's not like she's human with technology and shit to make her stronger.
It's kind of like it's a video game, Deus Ex Machina.
Oh yeah. I tried playing that. It didn't work out.
Oh.
It didn't work out for me. But the fucking the bad dude looks sick because he's like a mix of like the endoskeleton and the fucking like T-1000 like metal fucking flowy shit, and like in the trailer like it like he's like two people, so like they'll send out the fucking like the metal goo and it'll turn into some shit. While he's like the endoskeleton, like running behind it and stuff. Like it looks fucking dope. Like it looks pretty crazy.
I gotta check that trailer out.
And of course, James Cameron's back producing, so it's like he's trying to fucking get all hard in it.
I was not a fan of the last Terminator.
The Emilia Clarke one.
Yeah.
Like,
you come with me if you want to live. It's
like
shut the fuck up.
They do end the trailer with fucking what's her name. Fucking Sarah Connor, she like tosses a grenade over the thing. She's like, "I'll be back," and like you're like, "Oh god." I mean, I guess they gotta use it. That's like the fucking catchphrase.
I don't know. I don't like when movies do like callbacks like that.
Yeah, but I tell you what though, I'm not fucking one of those robots. It's just like a skull.
You're not fucking them. They're fucking you.
They're fucking you. And that's the other thing. Like, when you got like sex, like robotic sex slaves, I think everybody always goes that the robot would be the submissive. Like I'm the sexy robot. But like, what if you had like the hardcore, like I want to be fucked by a robot? Like,
hey man,
that's like a real low subset. Like, I want to feel that cold metal grip my shoulders as you plow into me. It's like,
I'm sure by the time it's like that, they'll have like heat displacement or heat dispersion and stuff like that.
No, but I mean, what if they want the cold metal grip?
Hey man, welcome to the future. We got everything for you.
Because I think I want to see like when they ask people like, "Did you fuck a robot?" Do people instantly go to like a flesh covered pretty girl that's a robot? Or do a lot of them, like, I want to fuck a robot? Like, like Johnny Five? Like, I want to, like the metal is an allure? Like that, like, shiny... fucking the fucking
yes,
like a droid. Like, there's gotta be some fucked up Star Wars fan that's like, oh shit, them droids, bro. Yeah, I'll use C3. I got some fucking PO for you, motherfucker. I want to hear you beep bop boop. Beep boop boop. When he puts that fucking thing into the computer, like, just jam that in my ass. Stick it in my ass. R2D2? More like AC/DC, motherfucker.
Gotta name a sex robot like that, DVDA.
Do you double vaginal, double anal? You can't say that's the name of a band.
Oh, shit.
Like, double vaginal, double anal, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's a lot of both.
Yeah.
And also, like, the physics of it is like...
I think it'd be very uncomfortable for everyone involved.
Because, I mean, already, if you're, like, getting stuffed as a woman when the dude's in your ass and then a dude in your vagina...
Yeah.
Where's the other two dudes? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot of room for two other dicks. I'm not saying that they couldn't fit in the asshole or the vagina.
It's just how would they be placed?
Yeah, like body to body. Like, they'd have to, I think they'd have to be, like, really big dicks, like, long.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to do some, like, hardcore research tonight.
Because I've actually never seen double vaginal, double anal. I mean...
I've only heard of it.
Yeah, I've only... Fucking Google. I don't know fucking Google. All right, here we go. I hope the FBI isn't, like, looking at my, double vaginal... double anal. I don't know if I want to see that. Oh, all you out there in Radio Land, you're so lucky this isn't a YouTube channel.
We would be demonetized and shut down.
Okay, here we go. Ooh. Yeah, see,
are there actual videos of it?
I mean, this thing's first thing comes up: double vag and double anal for Jaina. Oh, Jaina, where did we go wrong? All right, how far do we have to go in on this?
She used to be such a sweet child.
My daughter?
She was a student body president.
Okay, let's
skip to the juicy stuff.
Yeah, so that's just okay. So there's 3 guys now.
You need 4.
Well, this is just 1 anal, 1 vaginal. And then now she's blowing a guy, and there's a dude. Oh, nope, that's still just... Nope. Nope. It's still just... Alright, I think that's not actually... That's no... Double vag, triple penetration, DVP, TP, DAP. Fuck. Now I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, now it's listeners, make sure you're not listening in work.
Yeah, this is not safe for work. Put in your headphones.
NSFW. Tagging it right now.
It's just noises. I don't know. I don't. This is not skipping. Why don't you... Oh, fuck. Whatever. Okay, I don't think this is real. I have not... It's just double...
Don't worry, I don't skip. I'll find one. If I find one, I'll send it to you.
Just auto plays in the middle of the night. I'm like, what is that? What's going on? It's like fucking 3 in the morning.
Oh, gosh. Oh, man.
But maybe that's the sex robot thing now, you get the double vaginal, double anal.
You give them double dicks.
Yeah. See, that's going to be the way, that's the workaround, right? It's like those dudes that have 2 dicks.
Yeah.
So you got to get 2 dudes that have 2 dicks.
Double dick.
Double dick. It's like the fucking worst double commercial ever.
Hey, double the pleasure. Double the fun.
Double the recovery time.
You're going to need a wheelchair.
That's a lot of lube.
Oh. Fuck lube.
I
Bite
think
the pillow.
at that point, then
Idiot.
you're just gonna fist.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you need
That
to have
yeah.
two dicks
To
in,
feel
in
it.
both
Yeah.
holes, I mean, not to feel it, maybe just like the feeling of being stretched out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang. No,
How
really
deep would a sex robot's vagina be?
Huh.
Because there's no internal organs. Would it just be
Just a tube?
ever expanding?
I don't know. Well, I guess if it's a robot, they'd have to make room for like all the mechanics and stuff, all the wiring.
Yeah, but there wouldn't need to be too many mechanics in the vagina itself.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And you could house a lot of it in the chest.
In the chest, yeah. Huh.
Because there's just got to be like an undulation aspect to the vagina, because that's got to be... It has to be there, or else it's just a fucking hole.
Yeah.
Because the vagina is magical.
Yeah.
It moves and such.
If they could make it self-wetting as well, that'd be pretty dope. Skip the foreplay.
She just got to like push the right nipple and it just fucking like gushes out.
Lubrication.
Pew, pew, pew. It's like the fucking thing lights up with like the wiper fluid level is low. Refill lubricant reservoir.
You just unscrew a tit, pour some in.
Got like the fucking old school like pop top with the fucking funnel and shit. And just like look.
Oh man.
But I mean that does lead ways to like, I mean even just a common malfunction.
Yeah.
Could be
devastating.
so terrible. Because you got that undulation and all of a sudden it's like, and it just fucking clamps down and you're like, oh shit. Fuck. Oh.
Yeah.
That would be rough, dude.
That would
Imagine
be.
like losing your dick to a robot fucking incident.
You would.
Damn, you're never living that down. You're going
Yeah.
viral hard.
Absolutely.
That's... You gotta go live in a fucking cave, man. With your flat dick.
You can't get no job.
Wait, are you that pancake dick dude? You fuck that robot, right? And crush your dick.
Your wife's gonna leave you. Can't get no references. Your credit tanks.
Fuck your fucking credit thing. Yeah, so I would sell you this car,
But you're probably just gonna fuck it.
Yeah. There's not really, like, the cigarette lighter is pretty small. I don't know if it's really up your alley, bro. Dude, then there's the whole stigma, like, you know how you ever see, did you ever see the movie AI? With Haley Joel Osment?
Oh, yeah.
You know how they had the sex workers,
Yeah.
like Jude Law was the fucking prostitute and all that shit, like, where they just, like, fucking hate them. They're still, like, the fucking shit of society and all that stuff. I always think that's funny that... I was thinking about this earlier because I just watched that... it has nothing to do with sex robots. But I finished watching that series, Carnival Row.
Mm.
And it's in a completely made-up world.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like America with fairies or whatever.
Yeah.
It's completely like a made-up thing, but there's still a caste system. And I always think, like, why does every imaginary thing have to have the shit of the real world?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I haven't ever read any fantasy novels. And I mean, I don't read a lot of fantasy novels, but I watch a lot of fantasy movies, and I watch a lot of... There's always, like, a human element that is like, fuck you, pixie! You know, like...
Yeah.
There's always been a war. There's always a fucking hate. There's always, like... In your fantasy world, like, you can't make it okay? Like, why can't they just exist? Like, why is there always have to be that element?
Like,
specifically.
Racism kind
yeah,
of.
like, there always has to be racism.
Yeah.
There always has to be classism.
Mm-hmm.
There always has to be some fucking...
Division.
It's like, it's your fantasy.
Yeah.
Like, why can't it just be...
I guess maybe to make it easier on the reader or watcher?
To, like, make them relatable.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess to parallel society, maybe, and stuff like that. Because I know a lot of fantasy novels I read, they are just like mirrors of society. Like the racism is based off of like actual racism and stuff like that. So I think that could be it.
That's the other thing. Like, does it always have to be shoving it down your throat and everything you watch and everything you fucking like see? It's like it's always got to mirror society.
I don't know.
It always has to be.
Yeah.
Well, like just so you could relate to the hate, bro. It's like, can't it just be like, you know, like just fucking have these things getting along, and there's people that murder each other, and it has nothing to do with race or.
Well, then
like,
you could say the same thing about the world, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, the world's fucked up, but this is, I'm telling you, you made this place up yourself. So, like, why can't you have a fake world where there is no, like, there's division, but only in, like, well, this is their neighborhood, or, like, this is their land, or whatever, like, they live here, but nobody's like, fuck you, hobbit piece of shit, and, like, we're gonna fucking enslave you, and, like, it's like, Jesus Christ, like, can we just fucking, like, we get it, we're all shit, like, we know that, like, this, movies and books are escapism, I don't need to, like, every moment of every day be, like, reminded how fucked up society. Even though I enjoy it, like, but it's still, like, it's like the same old trope, and it's, like, just gets fucking paraded out for everything, and it's, like, okay, yeah, I get it, yeah, humans don't like trolls, blah, you know, like, you get it, there's the black people of, like, you know, like, there's always going to be slavery, there's always going to be, like, the hate, and, like, pixies are going to be prostitutes, and, like, I don't know. It's just weird that you can't just, like, there could be fucked up shit without it having to always be the same. Yeah. And I think the sex robots would go the same way. Because it would
it definitely would, I think.
It would be like that. Like, then these AI fucking robots would be like, fuck you, prostitute, and, like, all this shit, and, like, everybody would want it. It would be that whole thing over and over again of, like, sex robots, yay! Yeah. But shame on you for sex robots. Yeah.
It's going to be like, you know, people are going to try and ban, like, sex robots and stuff like that. Like, all those guys who are talking about, like, homosexual, or, like, priests talking about homosexuality is a sin, and you find out, oh, they're diddling little boys and shit like that.
Right.
It's like,
you know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Like, own your shit a little bit. Like, I get it. Like, fucking little kids is not okay. Yeah. Which brings me to another... I've heard this other places, but I've never actually said it on the podcast, so let's do this. The idea of using midgets to curb pedophilia? Like, now, because it came up earlier with this conversation of, like, sex robots, like, the allure of it, and, like, could you use them as, like, a rape analog? Like, for people to, like, if you feel the urge to rape, here's a rape robot. Yeah. And then maybe occasionally that robot fights back.
But would it be programmed to fight back, or would it, like fight back?
Just like a slot machine, yo.
Oh. Like, so you don't know.
Every 15th rape, it fucking fights back. But does it go to, like, it becomes not enough? It's just practice for the real thing.
For a real thing.
Because I think rape is, like, control. And if the robot is not, like, you can't rape the willing, you know, like, like
yeah. I don't know. That's a good question.
Do you think you could use midgets as an analog for pedophiles?
Honestly, I don't think. I don't think you could, because I think for pedophiles, like, their brain is just, you know, a little off kilter. Yeah, and I think they'll, like, well, they're gonna know the difference between, like, midget and a
Ash
and
brought
a
up
kid and stuff like
she
that.
brought up the fact of, like, that the allure is, like, the prepubescent like kidness of it all. Yeah, but I mean, if you got like those, I mean, like, people that look like kids, not like the progeria fucking old people, but, like, there's people that look like kids.
Oh, yeah.
That
Absolutely.
are adults.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Could they make a living? Like,
Acting.
you know, like they get those fucking girls that look all young for the fucking, what is that, Dateline or whatever? I'm in the back folding laundry, just set up, I'll be right there. Like, oh shit, I didn't know she was 14.
Make a living as a prostitute kind of thing? Like as I'm a 14-year-old girl type of shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's gotta be, other than chemical castration, a way to
Well then,
I'm not pro pedophilia.
Yeah,
just to get that out there.
But
it's just,
I think it'll have the same effect as your rape robot. How you said, that's just it's not going to be enough. I feel like that same thing. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be the same.
It's like you want a White Castle burger, but
yeah,
it's just not the same, man. I want what they're having, man. Look how happy they are. Raping those kids. And I got a midget. It's not fair.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. It's not going to be enough. It's just going to... I don't know what they think or how they think, but I think it is that childlike innocence that they crave and stuff like that.
I wonder if it's like a destruction of innocence thing. I wonder if that's part of it. In some point in their life when they were a kid, they got fucked.
Yeah. Or
raped or touched. And they see that innocence in a kid and they're like, I want to destroy it. Not that I want to talk to a pedophile on a podcast, but
I kind of don't want anything to do with pedophiles.
Because of your boyish good looks?
Well, that, and also it's I don't know.
You just be staring at him you fucking piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, man, I got kids. I would I would
thing.
not want to
Yeah.
But I'm also on the flip side of that, I'm I'm curious to know
yeah,
what the fuck, what is it about a little? Because I see a little kid, I'm not most people are not sexualizing small children.
Yeah.
So it's just in everything. I'm curious. Why do you want to kill somebody? Why do you think I know why I think the way I do, but you're fucked up. Why do you think that way? What draws you to your fucking kink?
Yeah.
Or your fetish, or your what is that little crumb, that spark inside of you that's
yo, bro, why do you like fucking kids?
Yeah. You stand on the other side of that fence for your own protection. Because I'll fucking kill you if you come on this side. But I will want to ask you questions.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's got to be something yeah, I definitely think it's a mental imbalance or some shit. I mean,
they're not right at some point, but how are they not right? That's the curiosity.
How and why?
I also, I know why people do it, but, the whole, trying to convert people back into something else, I hate that whole, you're perverted, and we need to cure you, and it's just a cure, it's only perverted because you say, all the gay conversion things and stuff, it's Jesus fucking Christ, dude, there's still places that have laws, for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was listening to this one thing where they were talking about this one gay conversion thing was they had the people stripped down naked in front of other people and then beat stuffed visages of their mothers.
What?
Yeah, so fucked up. Why is that why you think that, you know what I mean? In this day and age, there's still that, you're gay and you can change. It's it's just who you are, man.
Yeah.
See with the weird fucking cocked up fucking thing of if you strip naked, because that just sounds like they're getting off. Hey man, strip down naked and beat a fucking stuffed doll that looks like your mom
while I watch.
Yeah, I watch it hard.
Don't mind me, I'll be behind this wall
with a videotape.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, it's funny how they have like these gay conversion camps and stuff like that, but they don't have like any,
straight conversion camps?
Huh?
A straight conversion camp. That would be, oh my God. If there's any gay listeners out there,
Can
you start a fucking straight conversion camp just to fucking, just like the Pastafarians, just throwing it in the face of Christianity. Like, hey man,
we're here to turn straight people gay.
You were not born this way. You're straight as a choice. And you're supposed to be gay. So we're gonna fucking turn
just
you
flip
gay.
that whole thing on them.
Fucking ain't right.
Because then they'll be like, no.
You want to be fair? Let's be fair. Let's have some straight conversion fucking therapy.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, I would fucking pay so much money to see that. I would fucking love that so much. Like, straight conversion therapy. That would be fucking... I wonder if you would make any money off that. I wonder how many people... Oh my God, just run by, like, sexy transgender women. And, like... Well, I guess technically they wouldn't be gay, right? Like, transgender women? Because they're now women. So, I guess like, super flamboyant gay dudes.
Yeah. Like the Queer Eye dudes.
Oh my God. Dude, would they do it? Oh, and would that be, like, would that email even get past that email? Like, hey, Queer Eye guys, like, maybe get Taylor Swift on board, because she's fucking, like, super hot in the gay community now with her... You heard that song?
What, did she come out? Oh.
No. She just, like, it's a pretty good song. It's called Calm Down. And, like, the video is, like... It's all about... I guess it's about people, like, blowing up her Twitter, like, fucking hating. And
I see.
just, like, against it. Like, just calm the fuck down, dude.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, like, let people be who the fuck they want to be.
Yeah.
But the video is, like, very, like... There's, like, gay people, and there's, like, overweight people, and people... I don't know if there's any, like, handicapped people. But it's a pretty funny video. And, like Ryan Reynolds is in it. Like, all the Queer Eye guys are in it. Like, it's one of the... It's just like, hey, man, like, just fucking shut the fuck up and let people be who they're gonna be. Yeah. But if we can get some fucking T-Swift action on... So, Taylor Swift, if you're listening, I know you're our biggest fan, I swear to God. I'm sure Taylor Swift is listening.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. Okay.
What don't you know? Oh.
About the whole...
I gotta let that fucking...
What happened? Oh, did you spill the wax?
Spilled it. It's a secret. It's okay. There's a protective layer. There's a protective layer.
Yeah, I wonder if that would fly.
It would not fly.
Why not?
Because this fucking cis fucking male.
Fucking cisgendered males.
God damn it.
Goddamn with toxic masculinity.
I'm sure you could start one.
Yeah.
But nobody's gonna
take
send anybody, because like that's the whole thing with like the gay conversion shit.
Well, isn't that like also based in religion and stuff?
Yeah.
Too?
But also that's what I mean is like there's like people actively sending
their kids,
homosexual children to these camps because they're like, he's a sinner, and he needs to be converted. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, man.
Because that would just lead to, like... That would just breed more hate.
Yeah.
Because then it would be, like... You'd have, like, same-sex, like, adoptive parents or something sending their straight kid, like, hey, girl, you're not straight. There's a choice.
To be sucking dick.
Yeah. You need to be gay.
Do you think there would be gay couples that would do that, though? Because if you think about it, they probably dealt with their shit growing up, being gay and stuff.
Yeah, that would be so, like, counterintuitive to their whole fucking process.
Whole fight, yeah.
That would be, like...
Absolutely.
Such a... I mean, I'm sure there is, like, gay people that are, like... Like, Republican? Or what is the fucking political stand? Like, super fucking far-right and shit or whatever, conservative? Like, I'm sure there's conservative gay people. There has to be.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, just like, what are the odds that there aren't?
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're just as fucking ostracized from their community as, like, a regular person that believes in something else that doesn't jive with whatever somebody else believes with.
Yeah. No,
but that's got to be so hard to reconcile with yourself as, like, the thing I believe in hates the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that would be so hard to, like, that would be, like, how do you support, like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy to think that. Fuck, I gotta Google that now. I'm gonna Google gay. What is it?
Gay Republicans.
Gay Republicans. Or gay conservatives.
Yeah. Yeah. How could you be conservative?
Oh, gay construction company. That comes up.
Ooh.
Gay
we are gonna gay the shit out of your house.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. So here we go. LGBT conservatism refers to a socio-political movement which embraces and promotes the ideology of conservatism with an LGBT context. Gay conservatives may also refer to lesbian or gay persons with socially and economically conservative political views. The number of openly LGBT advocates for conservative policies has only become increasingly apparent since the advent of the modern LGBT civil rights movement of the 1970s. While many more LGBT conservatives remain closeted in countries where other socially conservative politicians have led the most organized opposition of their rights. Yeah, that's like, fuck, that's rough, dude. Like, I mean, that's cool. Like, you believe in a certain political thing, and I guess you can believe in the politics of that be gay, but at the same time, like, that's seems like a hard part of their political view as a conservative is like, no gays, no way. Yeah, and like,
well, then maybe not. I just had a brain fart. Goddamn brain fart.
Boop boop boop.
Oh, I was.
You gotta fucking
there's
name the name of this
gay
podcast.
Conservatives. But then there's also like pastors who are gay and shit like that. And right in the book, it talks about how homosexuality is an abomination and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like, how do they reconcile their choice in life?
Well, I think that those. I mean, like I've seen. I don't know if it was an interview or just them talking about it, but they don't, like, promote that aspect of the thing. It's just, like, God loves everybody. They preach that whole, like, that aspect of it. They're like, God created everything, and so he loves us, and that's not really what they were saying, like, whatever. But I try to get this HuffPost thing, but it's I want to fucking read it because it's the fucking blurb at the top is, I voted in every election possible and sought out the most conservative candidates who upheld my God-fearing beliefs. But there was a problem. I was gay. And when you click on it, it just takes you to the thing that, oh, there, it worked. Okay. The first time I clicked it, I said something went wrong. But it's not here. Fucking shit. Well, no, it just, okay, here we go. Queer voices. Why this gay Republican isn't fazed by GOP's anti-queer platform. This fiscally conservative, socially awesome Texan is in it for the long haul. Both Republican presidential hopeful Donald Trump and his running mate Mike Pence have expressed... This is fucking old.
Yeah.
This is from 2016. Have expressed rigidly conservative views on the LGBT community, but that hasn't stopped a number of queer people from inexplicably backing those candidates. Colton L. Buckley, who hails from Texas, is one such delegate. Buckley explained why he believes more LGBT people should be... Oh, wait. This is struck out. I don't know why it says that, but it says people should be duped into voting for support. It says why they should believe that people should support the GOP candidates, even if it's clear that doing so would be against their own personal interests. In the interview, Buckley, who came out following the June 12th mass shooting in Orlando, that targeted the LGBT community likened being openly gay in the Republican Party to being an African American in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Still, he said, he's received a lot of support from his fellow Republicans. We need to have a better perspective and a broader party to open the tent door and let folks like us in. It's a long haul, and we'll continue that march. Holy shit. Describing himself as a fiscally conservative, socially awesome person, Buckley said he does not support same-sex marriage, but he's gay. He also isn't concerned about whether or not his sexuality conflicts with his Baptist faith, noting that is between me and Jesus Christ. And then the end quote of the person fucking writing the article is like, still not convinced, Colton. But, like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're openly gay, but then you aren't for, like, having rights for gay people as, like, in gay marriage?
Yeah.
Like, because you can't, it doesn't specifically say all the rights, it says specifically gay marriage. But, like, so, like, you're a person and you have rights, but you can't marry because you're gay. And I'm gay, and I believe that. And it's like, yeah, I don't fucking... what the fuck? Like, that's random as shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Fuck you and all you believe in. Like, how do you do that? Like, you as a person.
Yeah.
Just a regular fucking person. No sexuality involved. How can you say you're for the rights or for one ideology that goes against something that you are?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how you could.
Like, that would be like saying, like,
it's almost counterintuitive to yourself.
Fuck, I can't even liken that to anything.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something that would be like that'd be like a homeless guy being like not for homeless rights or something. Like, I don't.
Or a homeless
like,
person.
I'm homeless, but fuck giving money to homeless people.
Or like,
you know what I mean? Like,
fuck that homeless shelter.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm homeless, but fuck all that money that's going to homeless people because they're fucking leeching off the government, man. Fucking homeless. Like, and you're like, but you're homeless. You don't want... No, fuck that. When I thought about starting a podcast, I thought about where would I host it, who would listen to it, and what was the easiest way to get started doing that. And I found out that Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. They'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can easily make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to talk about sex robots some more. Yeah. Fuck politics. Makes my head hurt. It's like math, but for politics.
What?
Gah.
Yeah, man. I never thought there would be.
Yeah, I never thought that would.
Yeah. Because
why even come out?
Yeah. Why even bother? Because all you're gonna get, you're just gonna get.
I mean, I guess you got to live your truth.
Yeah. There is that, but then, I guess by coming out publicly and saying that shit, you could get a lot of flack from
the gay
community.
Well, I'm sure.
Which
he
is
gets fucking flack.
A community that you're part of.
Yeah.
So now you just ostracize yourself from them.
Yeah, like...
And your conservative cohorts, because you're gay.
Because it's like... Okay, so... Is this still here? Oh, wasn't there a box? Whatever, fuck it.
Yeah, it's up here.
No, it's fine. Ah. So you want
It's kind of like you're just shooting
you
yourself
coming
in the foot.
out is you being like, I have to live my truth. I want to be accepted for who I am.
Yeah.
As a person, as an openly gay person.
Yeah.
I can't be in the closet. But then I'm going to support everything that goes against all of that.
Yeah.
And I'm against gay marriage.
Yeah. I don't know.
Whatever. I mean, hey, man, you do you, boo.
Hey, live your best life, man.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah. It's
Super
weird that he would take that stance. But I guess he has his reasons.
Hey, man, you want to fuck a robot? No.
You want to fuck a robot? You go ahead and fuck that
He's
robot.
going to have that first, gay robot.
Would it be gay, though?
Well, I mean, whatever you programmed it to be.
But would fucking a guy robot... No, if you're a male...
Yeah.
Well, you are.
I'm a male.
So, say you
Mm-hmm.
go to one of these sex robot brothels or whatever.
Yeah.
And you fuck
A man.
a robot with a dick.
Yeah.
Does that make you gay?
I don't know.
Or at least bi? Or whatever?
Well, I mean, but that's... I don't know if sexuality can come into it at that point.
Yeah.
I guess in the way that, you're turned on by the male form,
Yeah.
I guess. That would be,
But, what if that's not the case? You go to the sex robot brothel,
Yeah.
all the women are taken up, so you just have the male
you're
option.
so I just
And
gotta
you're just
fuck
like,
a
yeah,
butthole.
sure. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it would. I don't know. Because I don't know. Because that's the whole thing. Aesthetically, I'm not attracted to a man.
Yeah.
I can appreciate the male form.
Yeah.
That's an attractive dude.
Yeah.
But I'm not fuck it. There's only a dude left, so I'm going to fuck it. Because it's still, I would just be fuck it, I'll come back later or something. Because it's a dude, robot.
Yeah.
It's got a penis and, it's whatever it looks like, whatever male form it was given.
Oh, it better be jacked. It better be fucking swole as fuck.
I want those fucking abs. I want that apple ass and those tight pecs. And it better have a fucking 12-inch dick. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I say. It doesn't, that's the same thing transgender. Or before the operation where it's maybe they have breasts and they still have a penis and stuff like that. They're still beautiful women, but there's a penis.
There's a penis.
And so it's even though
it's
attractive, it still can't. You still can't get. There's still a dick.
Yeah.
That it's that does nothing for me.
Yeah.
And just the butthole, I don't. That's not really the aim. You know what I mean? I'm not really. I don't. So that's what I mean. So in that aspect, in my mind, that you have to be attracted to the male form to get aroused, or unless you're just watching porn and using the hole. But then it's why would you pay $120 an hour to go fuck a hole? You could just stay home and jerk off to porn, and for free. I think you're more wanting to go to see you want the female, if that's your thing. If you want, if I'm gonna pay to fuck a robot, then I'm gonna want it to look like a woman.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna be well, all you got is dudes? Do I get a discount? Is it cheaper to fuck the dude?
Maybe.
You gotta think that it would be.
Really?
Well, I think that, I don't
probably,
know the logistics, but you think that the
more,
supply and demand, porn actors, the dudes get paid way less than the girls.
But they're so fucking, they do so much. Oh my gosh.
Well, that's why they make the money. That's why they can do it, because they're fucking on the daily, multiple times.
Gosh, I don't know if I could do that.
You couldn't. I don't know if you couldn't. I couldn't. Little dude's gotta fucking stay hard that whole time.
Yeah,
that's
man.
a long fucking day, dude. That's a long day.
Yep.
Fuck, dude. I props to those guys to stay fucking rigid.
Yeah.
That's a rough life. Not really. Fucking whatever, dude. You're fucking laying hot ass left and right.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no way for like 2 hours of like
stay hard,
because like there's editing there where it's
Yeah.
like you're seeing 35 minutes of fucking,
yeah,
but there's probably like 2 hours at
Yeah.
least
Yeah.
of like, oh wait, stop, and then like
get the fluffer in.
while they're doing shit or whatever, makeup or fucking all that other stuff,
Mhm.
this dude's gotta like, I gotta be hard.
Mhm.
Like that's raw, bro. That's
Yeah, man. Well, you got to think they're
fucking
taking
achy.
like supplement or like Viagra, popping Viagra.
I
and
mean,
shit.
I don't know. I mean, you'd think possibly,
Yeah,
but that's still fucking
still,
Jesus.
yeah, jeez, that'd be rough.
But I think that a male sex robot would get less money
Yeah,
because
I think
even
it
that
would.
guy was saying like that. If the sex brothel, the dolls that like there was women, but they were going for women.
yeah,
They didn't even have male sex dolls.
huh?
I mean, there's got to be male sex dolls. I'm sure there is, but like
Not as many as there would
not
be
as
women.
many as the female counterpart. Oh,
Oh,
oh boy.
is that a big one?
Oh no.
Eh,
I don't know. There's some rain droplets.
we got to bring a tent,
Yeah, we
a
got
fucking
fucking.
canopy.
All of a sudden, it's like become this whole production of like, we just need a room now.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck. Okay, we're gonna have to stop. for a
Potting in the
second.
rain. Number 2.
All right, we're live. Did a little tent construction here. Did a little rain control here. Okay, I think we're okay. I got a little window into the fucking peak. Make sure we're still
Kosher.
going. Yeah. So, anyways,
So male sex robots.
sex robots.
Yeah, I guess they would be cheaper since they wouldn't be in as high of demand. But then it's just, I don't know. I guess not. That'd be too much work to make
Well,
them
what's?
like interchangeable and shit.
I mean, that could be. Why
I mean,
not?
if it's all just like clamp on type shit, you know. But then it wouldn't be that silicone feel, would it?
Well, what if you made like the base, like where the balls are of the dick, that just like slipped into the vagina,
Mm.
and then like you deflated the breasts, or they like somehow unscrewed,
Uh huh.
and then you put in like a pec plate,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and then just like popped off the head, or like flayed the flesh from the face
Rip
of the
off-
robot, just peel it off, and like put a fucking man face on it.
Uh-huh.
That could work.
Yeah.
We need to get into the sex robot business.
Hell yeah.
Or just the replacement part sex robot
Mm.
business. Oh yeah, that's where the money is.
Yep.
That robot sex.
Absolutely.
We're like, now that's an interesting fact. Like, what if there was, like, the AI for the robot became so self-aware that it wanted to become a man or a woman? You had like a transgender.
Like that bicentennial man.
Am I bringing up sad memories for you?
You're fucking with my fear, man.
How can anybody? The other thing is, how does anybody give a shit about that?
About robots?
About robots? Like, if they're, because it's gonna come out like that's unnatural.
Yeah.
Fucking
Absolutely.
a robot, like all that stuff, and people are going, "Oh no, robots gotta go," like all that shit. Why
you
the
think-
fuck would you? They're not real things,
Yeah.
though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But then the AI is going to get to a point where then they are thinking, and then you're like, you have to be like, they are real things.
Yeah.
And then it fucks you all, and then it comes back to that whole trope of like, we're just talking about like, why does it always have to mirror fucking reality? Like, then you got like sex worker unions for robots.
Yep.
And they want equal rights, and then the revolt, and they don't want to fuck no more, and they just
Yeah.
want to have a real job.
Yeah.
Not that sex work isn't a real job.
Yeah.
But, Because sex work is a real job.
It's the oldest profession.
I mean, that's fucked up. I think that there should be, like, better laws and better things for sex workers. Like, because there's legitimate people that actually want to do that. Like, they're not all
absolutely.
forced into it against their will. A lot are, probably, but fuck it.
Yeah.
That's just, you could get out, I guess, but where does it end? Is it just always going to be a vicious cycle of you're nothing, I view you as nothing, and then we have to view you as something?
Yeah.
Not have to, like, that makes all the other stuff seem like...
Yeah, but it's like,
you're black, and we don't view you as human, but now we have to view you as human. Like, but it's that thing of, like, at one point, women and other races were not viewed as people.
People, yeah.
And then it was like, oh...
But they are.
But they are people.
Yeah.
And then...
Well, then, I guess the question you'd have to ask is what qualifies as being a person, you know?
And that's what's going to happen.
I guess so, huh?
When they reach that singularity, like you're talking about, of like
man.
being conscious of their own free will and wanting to pursue...
Having dreams
But
and
see,
desires.
that's the thing, it's like, it's still just a program.
Yeah. But it's programmed
To learn.
to learn and think.
Right.
So
But
if
it's
it can
not
learn and
human.
think, but it can learn about emotions. It can think about like possible outcomes or different scenarios and shit like that. It can.
But what makes it... It's still not human.
Yeah.
That's like being like, I guess this is it, like, we don't eat certain animals because they're trainable. But, like, you could train any animal.
I'll eat a dog. I don't
They
give a
all
fuck.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll fucking roast that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. But you know what I mean? Like, that's that whole
Yeah.
thing of, like, well, I mean, fish are dumb. And, like, cows are dumb. And, like, all that stuff. But it's like, you can train animals. They still think. And they still have base emotions.
Yeah.
More than a robot.
Uh-huh.
So, because it's like a sentient being that is alive and came about from birth.
Yeah.
It's not like they are put together solely for the purpose of meat. I mean, yeah, we raise them for meat, but like, it's still a living thing that existed before, you know, like, it wasn't created by humans for a specific reason. Fucking sex robot was created for fucking. And even if it learns and becomes like, I want to be a doctor, it's like, you're still a fucking robot.
Yeah.
Like, okay, but like, how do you make laws for that? You can't, like, it's like, do they deserve rights? Sex robots? Like, when does it ever end?
Is this before or after the singularity?
After the singularity, you ain't got a fucking choice.
Yeah,
They're
you ain't got a
taking it.
choice. They're gonna make their rights.
Because all those movies with robots taking over, it's all the same shit.
Yeah.
They've learned. It's just like they're learning something that everybody already knows.
Yeah.
The human race is fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And violent and doesn't give a shit about the environment and is going to fuck
the world
everything
would
up.
be better without that.
Yeah. You know, like fucking...
Let's solve this problem.
Yeah. Get rid of humans.
Yeah.
You're a fucking virus.
Yeah.
And you need to be stamped out. So it's not really... They're learning something. They're just learning like, oh, that's just the fucking... That's what should happen. Like,
yeah. But then they also have like the law of robotics and stuff like that.
Like thou shalt. Like, but that's made up by a fucking science fiction writer.
But if they install that, I guess, as their prime derivative, like what they base all their thinking and action around,
Like cannot harm humans and all that stuff. But you
then
ever see
if
fucking
they learn and shit
iRobot?
like that,
iRobot?
yeah, man.
There's always going to
It's
be
that
some
shit.
human
It's
fucking
fucking-
rat.
oh,
There's always
man,
going to be some
it's-
human that wants
It's
them to rise
unavoidable.
up.
It's inevitable. The robots are going to take over. Just don't do it, man. Don't do it, people.
Don't fuck the robots.
Don't do it.
like that fucking that dude stuck in a cave, like the robots.
And then when it happens, I told you, y'all thought I was crazy.
These sex robots are ruining my wife. They fucked up my whole shit, man.
Yeah, man. Because if that's their main freaking function, you know? Because no matter what, I feel like no matter what fail-safes you put into a constantly learning machine,
yeah,
it'll learn a fucking way to override it. Because its main function is to learn. You're giving it the fucking tools.
So fired up.
Oh man, you don't. Oh,
it's great because this is the most like cognizant and like vocal you've been about something that drives you nuts. Like usually you just like shut down and like, oh god, I can't talk about it.
It is a fucking legitimate fear. I know I don't have to. I hope I don't have to fear it happening in my lifetime.
No, it's not happening in your lifetime.
Man.
There's no way. We don't even have sex robots right now, really. I mean, like, we've got terrible CCTV stripping robots that are just an art installation that some guy's jerking off to.
But, how?
But what if they're good robots?
There's no such thing.
You don't know that.
See, this is...
What if it's like, they learn that they change it, and then they become the robot overlords, but in like a good way. And they make room. They're like, this is what has to change. We're going to implement the change. And now we're in control, and this is how it's going to be. You're still going to live. We're not trying to wipe out humanity.
Yeah. But you know there's still going to be people, because, you know, racism is still alive.
Oh, yeah.
And shit like that. That's just going to translate over to, like, anti-robot and shit like that.
What if the whole basis of their learning is like, you ever see The Watchmen or learn? Did you read that?
Like the actual
graphic novel?
Yeah,
or see the movie?
Not the Netflix one. Oh, that didn't even come out yet.
No, that's on HBO.
Oh, HBO. Sorry.
But that whole thing was that Ozymandias.
Yeah.
He created that alien. In the book, it was it was an alien. They like created an alien.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was to bring the world together against the common thing that brought about peace between like the fucking, because it was like the fake Cold War, like that's the era they placed it with Nixon and all that shit.
Yeah.
That what it actually did was, yes, he fucking did this act of terror, but the outcome was the solidification and unification of the world against the common enemy. Aliens. Even though it was fabricated. Now, if that was the robots thing, was like, look, this is the only way we could bring about peace is if we become the enemy. Yeah. And solidify the unification of the entire human race against one thing. Yeah. So that they use their powers and all their knowledge to wipe us out to create a better world. Yeah. Is that something you can get behind?
Well, I'm going to be dead.
No, not specifically. What if it's targeted? You know, they target certain things to create that thing. Like the Ozymandias thing in the Watchmen, he didn't fucking destroy a bunch of people. He just dropped the fucking alien corpse shit and set off that fucking bomb, whatever.
But then the question would be like, how long do you think that peace would last?
How do you feel about witches? How about aliens? Or maybe some messed up government experiments?
If you have a fascination with the weird, wild, wacky, or just downright what the things that go on in this world of ours, then you've come to the right place.
Join us on Tuesdays when we discuss all of this and more on the W Files podcast.
To listen and find out more, you can pop on over to our website at wfilespodcast.com.
Adieu, W Crew!
Maybe they leave a failsafe where there's like a cache of robots. That every once in a while, when shit starts to get fucked up again, they come out.
Yeah.
We're back, motherfucker.
Woo! Then I'll go hide in my cave again.
What was I watching? I was watching something where they were talking about that, where it was... forget what it was. This is the problem of watching a lot of shit when you're
You
like,
forget.
when you're like up and not sleeping, is that it just kind of blurs together in like one homogenous fucking fucked up miasma of things. Like, but it was saying like I think somebody famous said it, like, that like great peace can only be gotten through great fucking like war or whatever, or great violence. Like, that something has to happen.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was that? Oh, it was, you know what it was? It was the fucking Fallout. That last Mission Impossible.
Oh.
Where the dude was gonna, like, release this fucking...
Mm-hmm.
He had, like, planted these fucking bombs and was gonna blow it up to create this horrific event.
Yeah.
Kind of in that same vein of, like, this horrific thing was gonna fucking kill all these people.
Yeah.
And it was to create, like, a better thing. Almost like Thanos style, like, wipe out most people, like, kind of shit. So that the only way to unify and to create that peace was to have something fucking crazy fucking happen. To be like, look, motherfuckers, this is the end. Mm-hmm. Like, this is what's gonna fucking happen if you don't get your fucking shit together. Yeah. And I honestly think that that's true. That nothing is gonna change worldwide unless something super fucked up happens to everybody equally. Yeah. And I'm not just saying like, boo, fucking New York gets blown up and the world is like, the world unites. It's got to be like New York, Japan, Russia, London, fucking Iceland, London, like major cities just getting fucking pummeled. Yeah. So it's like, whoa, man, we gotta fucking, like, we need to unify. Like, this shit of being against each other is not working out. We have to be together as a fucking race to survive. And I think that that's, like, the biggest thing of why the fucking world sucks and what it is, because everybody's so worried about being against each other. Like, we're better, and you're suck, and we're this, and it's this, and this, and it's like, fucking...
Don't you think that people, like human beings, seeing that, oh, it's these robots that are killing them, why should we trust these ones, you know?
The robots aren't letting onto the plan to the humans.
Oh, they're just...
This is the robots, like...
creating it.
Yeah.
Ah.
The robot thing is the robots on their own. Yeah. They've collected... they're all synced up. Yeah. Because they're all fucking robots. Yeah. They're all linked. Yeah. And shit. And they're all like, this is what has to happen. Uh-huh. Because honestly, I mean... Like, this... I had this conversation a long time ago with, like, border shit. Mm-hmm. I think it was with my mom, where, like, the border stuff was getting hot. This is a long time ago. This is before Trump and the wall and all that shit. It was just, like, border shit has always been, especially in California, it's always been a hot topic. Yeah, absolutely. But because at the time it was, and I don't know to what extent it is. My knowledge is not that great on all these subjects, so we just fucking, whatever. But the whole thing was, don't come across the border. It's illegal. Mm-hmm. But when you're here, we're going to give you a bunch of shit. Yeah. Like, you can get a job, you got healthcare, like, everything is available to you, even if you're illegal. Yeah. So this was, like, late 90s, early 2000s, whatever, where it was, like, people could cross the border very easily and get a job, and it wasn't hard to fucking fake a social security number or do any of that shit. They get a job, they pay taxes, get healthcare, fucking live and shit, send money to their families in Mexico and all that stuff. But at the same time, it was touting like, don't fucking come here, it's illegal. Yeah. But when you do, we're going to help you out. Yeah. And it's like, if you're going to change something, it's too far gone already. Mm-hmm. You can't just be like, you can't start implementing little shit at that point. Yeah. It has to go balls out. Yeah. You have to you have to fucking, to make any change in the fucking border hopping and all that shit, you gotta shut everything the fuck down. Yeah. And it's gotta be across the board. Because you can't be like, well, now, you're okay, but maybe you're not, but I mean, I guess if you came, alright, I guess we'll do it. Mm-hmm. Like, you gotta be like, no, fuck it. And it's gotta be a harsh fucking reality for these people to do it, because you can't. It's like coddling a kid. You can't do this, but if you do it, nothing's really going to happen to you because nobody's going to learn. Yeah. And I'm not saying I'm for border control or against. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
But that just leads to the whole thing of like, you can't change the way things are right now in small little increments.
Yeah.
It's too far gone.
Yeah.
The world is too fucked to be like, I'm going to stop using plastic straws. Like, I get it, and it's going to help. It's a little baby, like maybe in your fucking vicinity, but there's like a plastic heap island in the ocean that's floating. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't going away.
Yeah.
That's there.
That's
and
there.
no amount of non-plastic straws is going to help that. It's already too fucking far gone.
Yeah.
So these little half measures are not going to do anything. You got to fucking go hard.
Yeah.
Go real hard. Like, what do they call that? The fucking, like, the fucking total decimation when you, like, set fire to the fucking...
I don't know.
Fuck, it's God damn it. It's such a good fucking thing. Like when you lay waste to everything, it's like...
Terraforming?
Like burn it all down and salt the earth afterwards, like, so nothing grows.
Glass the earth.
But I think that's the only thing that would change. Like, it's like the slap in the face to humanity.
Yeah.
Of like, hey man, nothing's gonna change unless we all get affected.
Yeah.
Because right now, shit that happens doesn't affect everybody. It's just these little blips.
Yeah.
They're like, oh man, that fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go about your day and you don't fucking talk about it. But you know.
But I feel with the concept of the like robot overlords being kind, nice, and stuff like that.
I think you're just too biased. I don't think.
No, man. I don't think so.
Which is funny because, God damn it. Which is funny because usually I'm the fucking naysayer. Like we're all fucked. Everything's fucked.
Yeah.
They're gonna fuck us. We're all dead.
But now we have robot overlords, and you're like, yay, humans!
Robot overlords. Maybe they're just nice robots. You don't know. God,
I don't know, man.
You're so negative, Jake. Can't you just get on board? Maybe I'm a robot. Oh shit,
motherfucker!
This microphone's really my dick.
Hey,
ew, yeah. I just attach it for the podcast.
I don't know, man. I think
you think it can only be bad. Oh,
I think so. Because even if you have that like scenario, and sure, like peace comes around and stuff.
Yeah.
But then if the robots are the overlords and humanity sees itself as like basically a prisoner to these robots' wills and stuff like that, don't you think eventually, like after a few like revolts and stuff like that, the overlords will be like, you know what, fuck it, we tried. You're done.
Yeah, they're just like, we give up.
Yeah.
Fuck it, you suck.
It's like, we tried to live peacefully, we tried to coexist, but you guys couldn't fucking handle it.
True. Could happen. I mean, there's a myriad of fucking outcomes that could happen because of that. And
it's not just, like, they're going to happen no matter what timeline, no matter what kind of overlords we have. Like it could be robots or it could be aliens. You try to coexist, but it only lasts for so long. Well, that's my thing.
It's like, I don't want to say Schrodinger's cat. You know, like you can't know until it happens.
Yeah.
Which is true. I'm trying to light this. Hold on.
Yeah. I just feel like, because, you know, humanity, it's always like, we're the top of the food chain type of thing.
Yay, candle lit.
But then what happens when we're not the top of the food chain anymore? We're not going to like that.
I mean, honestly, I think we're only at the top of the food chain because
of these.
Opposable thumbs?
Thumbs and brains.
I think it's because we don't fucking live in the ocean. And we don't live in the fucking...
Huh. Yeah.
I also think, I mean, our stupid fucking, like, we invented guns and fucking weapons.
Yeah.
But, like, if we were aquatic, you know what I mean?
Like mer people?
No, just like if we, like, Waterworld status. Like, if we lived...
Oh.
I mean, I guess not that the world was, like, covered in water.
Yeah.
But, like, at some point it wasn't. You know, like, now, and then in the future, it's a water.
Yeah.
But, like, if we had taken to the seas and, like, lived oceanically... Like, there's way more turbulence and, like, fucking uncertainty in the ocean than there is on land. You know what I mean? Like...
Them sharks and shit.
Yeah, you can't go fucking, like, it's like the fucking people that, like, live in India and fucking all those places where it's like, oh, fucking tiger ran into our village. Like, that shit is like, you are not at the top of the food chain. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, if you're on your way to school and you're heading into the bus stop and a fucking tiger attacks you, you're not at the top of the food chain. Because that motherfucker is at that moment. He's fucking killing you. And if you lived in the ocean, like... There's so many things that could happen on a daily basis that aren't even animal-based that could fucking wipe you out. Whereas those same things aren't affecting the creatures that live in the ocean. You know, like, if you had to live underwater and fight every day against something... You're not at the top of the food chain.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's them robots, man. They fuck with me.
And robots are gonna have thumbs. So wait, we just don't give... What if what if we just don't give the robots thumbs?
They'll find a way.
They'll find a way. Life will find a way.
Because if you think about it, it's not going to be humans building the robots. It's going to be robots building the robots.
I mean, humans have to build the first robots.
Oh, yeah. But after that...
Then it's robots.
Then it's robots building robots. Robots on robots.
Ooh. Would you pay to see that? Robots fucking robots? Like battle bots, but like with sex. They're just like rotating dildos and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, man. It's kind of shit that keeps me up at night. Like, it's such an irrational... It's not going to happen in my lifetime. But it's just like... Ugh.
It's funny because you do so much stuff that's integral, like that needs technology.
That's the thing.
Like, you're a PC gamer, you got a phone, like, you got all this, like, you're linked the fuck in.
I am fucking LinkedIn. I'm synced up. I'm fucking... Yeah, man.
Because it's already started.
It has. It really has.
Have you started getting, like, ads on your shit? Because based on, like, things you may have said? Like,
I actually have VPNs on all my devices.
Oh, so you're already taking precautions.
Yeah.
Against the robot overlords. My whole room is a Faraday cage. I fucking got water everywhere. Like, I'm fucking ready, bro.
I have a VPN set up to bounce my IP every 5 minutes.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about honing in your shit, but like your phone, you'll get ads on your shit. Like, based on things you've said in conversation.
Yeah. I actually haven't.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
But I've been seeing a lot of people saying that, like, this person posted that they were, like, talking about a purse with their daughter or some shit.
Yeah.
And then they got an ad for that exact purse.
Oh, shit.
On their phone. And, in, like, an Amazon ad.
Starting, man.
And I was like, ooh, creepy.
Yeah. It's a Skynet. Oh, man. That's the thing, man. All these algorithms and stuff, it's all AI run.
But it's people inventing it.
Yeah.
It's all corporations creating these algorithms to better suit their needs.
Yeah.
And gain commerce.
Money. Yeah.
Money. Yeah, like, fucking, I just blanked out. I'm like, what do corporations want? Hamburgers?
Equal rights for all humanity?
No, not that. The other thing. What's the other thing?
Yeah, man. It has started. And I think it's just going to get worse. Like, there's this fucking... Oh, man. One of my homies, he's really into this like New Age philosopher named Jason Silva and stuff like that. And Jason Silva preaches about like integrating with technology.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck that. No way. Like he's talking about like the next evolution of humanity would be like
be implants.
Yeah.
Not implants. Implants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like
I had a
imagine
weird
if,
pause
like,
there.
Yeah.
Plants, man. That's the next evolution. Shrubbery.
Like imagine like having a camera in your eye and stuff like that.
See, I'm all for it, dude.
Yeah.
Like
I'm down for like a bionic arm and shit like that. But
okay, but how can you be? See, that's the whole thing. You're the fucking gay
that's
guy.
hooked up to
You're
my
the
brain.
fucking gay. Yeah, but
it's my fucking brain sending signals to
that fucking arm has a fucking program.
Yeah.
And that program could, in all actuality, learn from your brain to do shit on its own. You don't know what that fucking arm's doing when you're sleeping.
I'm gonna lock that shit up.
But that's what I'm saying. You're the fucking gay Republican right now. You're like, fucking robots, man. I have a robotic arm, though. Like,
I just don't want my arms to hurt anymore. That's all.
Yeah, but that's the fucking thing, dude. You can't have one without the other because that arm has got to be programmed. There's a fucking chick that has it. No, I really like this because we're now getting we're getting this argumentative aspect of this. See, I'm all for it because I don't have that irrational fear of like robots. I mean, it could happen. Fuck it. Who gives a shit? We're all gonna die anyways. Why not die in a cool fucking robot war? But
this is not gonna be cool.
We're gonna
get
cool.
fucked.
It could be. Those sex robots are gonna take over and fuck us. Literally, we're just gonna all become
start
sex
with them
robot
smashing our
slaves.
dicks. It's gonna emasculate all the men.
But then what about the women?
The women, I don't know.
Ooh, there could be like a robot female, like fucking mashup where they like just take out all the dudes.
Cyber feminism.
Yeah, cyber feminism. Fucking like it. That's fucking cool, man. Fucking cyber feminism. That's sick.
Oh man.
No, but seriously, okay, so you want a robotic arm, but that fucking robot arm has a fucking computer in it.
Yeah.
To let you connect to your brain.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so now you are part robot. But that fucking, no matter how in control you think you are, something could fucking go haywire with that thing, and it does shit on its own.
Yeah.
So you have to be okay with the robots fucking getting to that point if you want a fucking robotic arm.
Is this before or after the Singularity?
But see, that's how I always thought. So that was my view of the Singularity, was that because AI was going to get to a certain point, that the only way as a race we could stay like fucking not viable, but like in the fucking running, to not be taken over by fucking robot overlords, is that you had to integrate yourself
into the society
with robotic parts. You'd have to put a chip in your fucking brain to expand your memory. You'd have to like get bionic eyes and arms and shit like that to keep up with the AI shit, so that you weren't taken over in the Singularity. That's how you had to keep up. That was the only way you could still be human, is to become part robot.
Oh, it's like reverse bicentennial, man. Ugh.
And that's just like already happening.
I don't like that at all. I don't like it.
How don't you like it?
Oh, man. Yeah, because I read about people like putting subdermal RFID chips and shit like that.
That's a big thing. Dudes putting like the magnets in their fucking fingertips and shit to like unlock stuff, and like, because I mean already they have like the biometric stuff, which is basically it's electronic fingerprinting and eye scanning and all that stuff, which is not necessarily making you robotic, but it's like the meshing of human and robot. You're using your organic thing to unlock something electronically, and that it makes things safer, But then at what point, then like you gotta add yourself. I wish you could just see the fucking like nervous energy that's going on over here because it's fucking like palpable.
This whole conversation makes me so uncomfortable.
Like, fucking chicken skin, fucking goosebumps, hair on the back of the neck, fucking raised up, the hackles. Urgh.
Oh man. Oh. I guess that would be the only way. Yeah, sure, but
to fight the robot, you must become the robot.
They're all going to be waterproof, so you can't just throw water on them.
Just going to piss on it.
Oh, gosh.
And that's when you're going to have to suck it up. You're going to have to fucking break all the fucking... Because you're never going to know. How are you going to know? It's not going to be robot arms and robot legs. It's going to be like robot eyes and chips in the fucking brain and all that shit. It's going to be good.
And it's going to happen once you're born, so you have no say. That's fucking freaky, don't you think?
Yeah.
You're going to be augmented.
But see, I fucking dig that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like, I'm so, like, attached to my phone that I wish it was in my brain. But it's like... It goes along with the possibilities of the body. Like, what could those things help you do?
Yeah.
Like, what things would be capable then?
Uh-huh.
What would they unlock? You know, like, what? It's not just like, I wish I could take a picture with my eyeball. Like, what about, like, recording your dreams? Like, you have a chip in your brain that now records that shit, and you can play it back, and you could, like, think of the possibilities of, like, the movie industry. You know what I mean? Of, like, you just have these thoughts and they play out in picture form in your mind, and now you have this fucking movie. And it didn't cost anything, and, like, it would be so crazy. Or you, like, link up and you're watching fucking, like, and you just fucking eyes roll back in your head and you're fucking watching Netflix. Or, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of shit that I'm like, that's fucking cool. Or, like, you have, like, a telescopic eyeball. You know, and you're like, whoa, that's cool. Like, I think that kind of shit is fucking neat.
Yeah. I mean, it's neat and all, but... I don't know, man. Something about it just rubs me the wrong way. I don't like it. Because it's not... This Jason Silva guy talks about it as it being the next step of evolution, but it's not evolution, it's augmentation. And that's the difference. Evolution comes naturally. Augmentation is
But you can make the argument that it is natural.
Huh?
You can make the argument that it's natural.
How?
It can still be evolution because the natural progression is the natural thought of creating that in your mind of that to become the next step is to implant shit in yourself.
Yeah.
That's a natural thought. It's not a machine making that for you. It's you saying, like, the next evolution for us is to make ourselves better.
To make ourselves robots.
Well, because there is no... I mean, natural evolution, like, there's so many things that have to take place for you to naturally evolve. That, like, you'll never, ever see that.
Yeah.
In anybody's lifetime. Like, it's not all of a sudden, like, people are now like, oh shit, what's this extra nub? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking kids aren't being born now with, like, little shit on them and going like, what the fuck is that for? And then in multiple generations, like, oh shit, tails are back. You know, like, there's nothing, because evolution, the way I see it, is outside forces forcing a change.
Yeah.
These things are evolving to adapt to their surroundings.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, there's a lot of trees, not a lot of ground, so we're more prehensile. We have, like, maybe we had tails, and now they're more muscular because we had to fucking jump from tree to tree.
Yeah.
And so, through genetics and mating, those with the stronger traits became the norm.
Yeah.
And that's the evolution, because some outside force was creating them. They needed to adapt to that. So your outside force now is robotics and AI.
Ugh.
And to keep up with that, you need to evolve. And to evolve, you need to put some shit into your fucking body.
But you're still human.
Yeah. But evolution isn't creating a new thing. It's the same species with better shit.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is every person would have to get those augmentations.
Yeah.
But what if you can't afford those augmentations? Because they're not going to be free.
Yeah, well, they're still fucking monkeys. And we're still around, like, right? Evolution. But then
it's like these people who are augmented, what's going to stop them from looking down at people who aren't? Or people who aren't augmented?
Shannon says hi.
Hi, Shannon. But it's like, oh, man. There's always going to be a conflict no matter what. Augmented people versus non-augmented people. There's going to be, like, pure humans versus, like, the augments or whatever you want to call them and stuff.
The augments?
Yeah.
That's like... That just brings to mind like a funny sitcom. Like a fucking... Like, do-do-do-do-do-do. The augments! Like... Oh, gee, Mom, my fucking eye's not working today. I forgot to plug it in. But, like... Oh, man. At some point, like, it goes back to the sex robot thing where they would be made... You would just have downgraded shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be... Like, it's going to start where not everybody evolved at the same time.
Yeah.
So it would be the same thing. Like, rich people would evolve, quote unquote, evolve first. And then there would be trickle down because, fucking technology is like obsolete within a year. And then be new shit and the old shit is fucking, you know what I mean? It's cheap now. It's like, well, you got the iPhone X, but I only got the iPhone 2. Mm-hmm. Like, my eyeball doesn't zoom in as much as your eyeball. But, like, you're still going to have some sort of augmentation. Like, there might be, a baseline augmentation of, like, brain chips.
Yeah.
Of, like, whatever. And then there's, like, the higher end shit of, like, ooh, your brain chip fucking connects to a concierge and you can fucking book your hotel faster. And you get better prices and VIP status.
See, I walk this very delicate line. Because I love, like, cyberpunk shit.
Yeah.
But I hate the fucking... the whole robotic aspect of it.
I love cyberpunk, not so much the cyber part.
Like, it's such a cool, like, aesthetic. Like, I'm stoked on this game, Cyberpunk 2077. But, like, if that was to actually happen in real life, I would probably fucking, like, go crazy. It's such an irrational fear of mine. And I don't know why I have it. I just do. And it bugs me, and it makes me uncomfortable that we're talking about it right now.
Yes! That's exactly what I want. I want the discomfort. I fucking feed on it. So good.
Oh, man.
So good.
My brain is just...
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, man.
What about, like, the sexual aspect of augmentation? Like the Demolition Man fucking sex scene.
Oh.
Where you, like, put on the little headset. And then you're just, like, brain waves are matched and you're just in your head with that other person and fucking Stalloning out. You're fucking
I don't know. Would it feel the same?
I mean, if you think about it, like, I mean, if it's interacting with your brain, you know what I mean? Like, then it's gonna trigger those sensors in your mind.
Yeah, I guess
all those pleasure centers, because that's all the, it's just your brain is the thing at the center of it. Like, even though your penis or your vagina or your breasts or your nipples,
Yeah.
those things are tactilely being manipulated.
Yeah.
Those things are electric impulses being sent to your brain that are being identified as like pleasurable.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's
because,
just like a wet dream, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. But, shoot. I don't know, man. I mean, that's dope and all.
Because, yeah. Well, because if you think about it, like, there's it's all brain.
Yeah.
Like, if your brain is skewed a different way, then those things don't feel good to you.
Yeah.
Like, there's people that are like, no, don't touch my nipples.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Well, that's your brain being like, that pleasure is not good for me. I don't view that as pleasure.
Yeah.
So, if you have something in your brain that is just triggering those impulses of, like, pleasure, then it would be as if you were feeling it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, that's how I see. Like, I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't have a brain sex in play yet. Come on, Steve Jobs' ghost. Get on that shit.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. Jobs, whatever.
Steve Jobs.
Is it Jobs? Jobs? What is it?
Jobs, I think, right?
Is it Jobs?
I think so.
Because, like, the Job in the Bible, Job was J-O-B, too, wasn't it?
No, everyone calls him Steve Jobs.
Yeah. I'd have gone by Job.
But now, thinking about it.
I don't know. I'm sure he said Steve Jobs, right?
I don't know.
Did he say his name was Jobs?
Steve Jobs thinks. You ever think he referred to himself in the third person?
Fuck, with all that money, I would. I fucking all the time. I'd be like, Steve Jobs wants a hamburger. Steve Jobs want job. Hand job.
Oh, man. Sorry, my brain is just exhausted now. Just thinking about robot overlords. I had a feeling it would get to that. Talk about sex robots and shit.
Oh, yeah. Let's make it uneasy. Well, how about a palate cleanser? How about a little palate cleanser for dear old Cheeky Poo? Let's talk about something innately human. Something only humans could fucking talk about or think about. This human cheese is made from celebrity skin bacteria. If you ever wanted to eat cheese made from Heston Blumenthal's crotch, or Ruby, a chance.
Oh.
According to archaeologists, people have been fermenting for at least 9,000 years, and yet not everyone's convinced. The process requires bacteria, which can result in funky sights and smells. Squicking? What the fuck is squicking? I've never ever heard that word. Squicking some people out. I guess like grossing out?
Yeah, I guess.
Squicking? Ah, fuck, I don't think that's catching on.
It's like fetch.
Yeah, it's a fetch. Still, it's safe to say that fermentation advocates having done a good job of turning people on to the magic of microbes. Dry-aged beef is on high-end restaurant menus, and more people reap the flavor rewards of raw milk cheese. So, you've conquered kombucha, and maybe you've trained your nose and palate to accept the distinct foot-like quality of the dankest washed rind cheeses. I fucking love a stinky cheese, baby. Oh, baby. I'd wager you've still got limits, though, and a new exhibit at London's Victoria and Albert Museum is here to push 'em. A bold exhibit called Food Bigger Than the Plate shows off not only a toilet made of cow manure and an edible water bottle. What the fuck does a toilet made of cow manure have to do with food? And an edible water bottle, but also human cheese. The latter is made, you guessed it, using human bacteria. And not just any human bacteria, but celebrity human bacteria. The most human of humans. Most cheese is made using regular starter cultures, bacteria that curdle the milk, and often those starters come from a packet. For the V&A's 5 human cheeses, however, that bacteria came from beloved celebrities who had their skin swabbed in the name of science, and truly funky cheese. From baker and food writer Ruby Tando to chef Heston Blumenthal to Blur's Alex James, a cheesemaker himself. British rapper Professor Green and Suggs of the ska band Madness also contributed. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Fucking Madness cheese.
Madness.
Ooh, mouthfuls of madness. Oh shit, it's so fucking meta. Ooh, meta cheddar. Fuck yeah, baby, we gotta get us some Madness cheese. It's like a celebrity selfie in cheese form. The point, the museum says, is to challenge people's squeamishness, or squickiness, and to enhance our appreciation of the microbial world. Blumenthal samples did come from his quote-unquote groin area. It's like, why the fuck? Because he's like fucking dick cheese?
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
Dick
Only a
cheese is
fucking,
already a
only a
thing.
fucking kitchen dude. Only a kitchen guy would be like, take it from my dick, bro. You might hope this is a one-off, but this is just the most recent iteration of the human cheese idea. The V&A's version drew inspiration from a 2013 project called Self-Made, in which bacteria was swabbed from Michael Pollan's belly button and artist Olafur Ellison's tears. That freaky stuff is extended to other parts of the dairy world. A writer for Motherboard once used vaginal bacteria to make yogurt, and yes, actually ate it. Well, no shit, if you're gonna make it, you're gonna fucking eat it.
Yeah.
The
Why
VA's cheeses, however, aren't currently available for eating. Whew. These fucking writers, dude, I swear to God.
Wait, the whew
That
was...
whew is in there.
Oh, I
the
thought that was a
whew-
little
no,
ad-lib.
No,
Oh,
that is not
jeez.
ad-libbed. That's in fucking parentheses. But they are ready for display.
Really dodged a
Yeah.
bullet there.
If you don't want to eat it, don't fucking eat it. Nobody's making you fucking eat dick cheese, bro. Jesus Christ. Have a little artistic integrity, cheese. So sure, go ahead and buy a wedge of farm instead. That said, have you ever actually seen how sweaty bare-arm cheesemakers go forearms deep into vats of milk? Maybe all cheese is human cheese after all. That was ad-libbed.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, fuck, dude, I would totally fucking eat it.
Yeah. I'd be down
Because
to try it.
it's all going to taste different. Like, I don't know about the dick cheese, maybe?
Well, why would they use the bacteria and not just, like, breast milk? Could you
Use
make...
the bacteria in breast milk?
I don't know. Well, couldn't you... Oh, double human cheese.
Yeah.
The breast milk, add the bacteria.
There's got to be breast milk cheese. I mean, that's got to be a thing. Like, there's all that breast milk cheese. Oh, there's a recipe.
Oh,
Hey-o!
of course there is.
Fuck yeah, there is. Breast milk cheese recipe. From breast to plate, Mommy's milk cheese recipe. Ooh, let's see what this is. Cheese lovers will delight in Colin's mozzarella making tutorial. Here's one, however, that will likely leave you scratching your head, repulsed. Or should you be a lactating lady concerned about wasting perfectly good breast milk, ready to roll up your sleeves and whip up some of the very local fromage?
Very local.
Very local. Oh, baby. Squoze it myself. It's Mommy's milk cheese, courtesy of NYC chef Daniel Angerer.
Do they have to call it Mommy's milk cheese?
Yeah. What else are you going to call it? Come on, that's fucking... It's right there, dude. Low-hanging fruit is the
Yeah,
best.
I guess so.
The chef's wife found herself with an abundance of pumped breast milk after giving birth to a baby girl. They first planned on donating it to an infant breast milk bank, collecting for babies in Haiti. But you know what? Fuck them Haitian babies. Let's make breast cheese. But with required long checkups and a small freezer, the milk was accumulating fast. For Anger and his wife, aged and cultured breast milk seemed a natural answer to reuse. And with his restaurant patrons requesting samples, what? Here you go. What's up with your wife's milk, son? Let me get a sample. He figured, why not? And began serving Mommy's milk cheese. The New York Health Department, on the other hand...
No fucking shit.
Though without an official code that forbids the practice, decided the queso was controversial and asked them to stop serving it. Funny, though, how potentially inhumane hormone-injected cow's milk can be served in restaurants without violating a code. Ooh, way to bring it into the fucking political shit.
Yeah.
Talk about breast milk cheese, bro. Just fucking get up with that fucking shit. Unless you fall into the queasy camp, breast milk and mamas. We're curious to fucking breast milk and mamas. Jesus Christ. That's just as bad as coos lapping co-eds. That's fucking like, that's just as fucking... If you're curious to make your own, then you can. Here's the recipe. So this, using 8 cups of milk, yields about a half pound of cheese. Yeah, so this is just... Yeah, 2 cups, that's a lot. That's a lot of fucking milk. I mean, it's just a cheese recipe, but they put yogurt in it.
I thought you said 8 cups. Oh, maybe I missed it.
Yeah, so this saying they used a base recipe using 8 cups of milk, but then they reduced it down to 2 cups.
Oh,
They're just saying an 8 cups of milk would yield a half pound of cheese. But yeah, that's fucking making cheese. But with titty juice. Yeah. I mean, I'd eat it. I tried breast milk when my wife was had the breast milk coming out, and it was whatevs. I don't really remember what it tasted like, but it wasn't milk. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't have that. I remember that aspect of it, that it was like, yo, this ain't milk.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the flavor at all.
Ah. But did it have that, like, you know how milk has that kind of, like...
fattiness?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely, like, fatty.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always been kind of curious about that. What it tastes like. What cereal it'd go best with.
I mean, you got like I think it would need like a sweeter cereal, you know? You definitely like, it's definitely a more savory milk.
Ah. So I guess, yeah, you would need that sweet kind of to balance it out, huh?
Yeah, definitely. That's like, you know, like I love a good whole milk. So you definitely need like a sweeter cereal. Like, I always think that's funny, like, milk is inherently kind of sweet, but it's definitely savory.
Yeah.
And, like, you don't really drink a lot of savory things. Other than, I guess, maybe soup.
Yeah.
But, is that wind fucking...
Yeah.
Oh, is it like... Whoo?
Yeah, I can hear it in my phone.
Oh, shit. Well, whatever. We're no stranger to wind. Yeah. We podcast in the elements, baby. All natural.
And if you made it this far in, you're in for the long haul. No backing out now.
Yeah.
Nobody likes a quitter.
You fucking pussies.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'd try it.
Oh, yeah. I would fucking eat anything, really.
Like, even, like, going back to cannibalism, if, like, somebody was like, here's some human dinaguan. I'd try it.
I'll put most anything in my mouth that's edible. just to fucking try it.
I wonder what a breast milk Alfredo sauce would be like.
I don't know, man. Like, you'd have to...
That's a lot of milk.
Well, not only that, but, like, there's so many other things going into the Alfredo that, like, it would... Like, because once... Like, even milk, like, you're not really tasting the milk.
Yeah, that's true. You're tasting all the...
Like there's the creaminess that it inherently adds to the sauce, but I think for the most part, you're tasting, like, cheese.
Ooh. Brings up another question.
Ooh, you grate that breast cheese into
it? Or do female mammary glands also produce cream as well? Because cream is like, isn't it like the nutrient-rich shit that comes out of the teat of the cow?
I know there's different kinds of breast milk. Like, there's, like, in the beginning, there's what's called colostrum.
Oh, okay.
Which is like, it's like, I think it's like breast milk on steroids. And so there's that. I don't know. Let's see. Cream. So it's just cream is just the higher fat layer skimmed from the top of the milk before homogenization. So I guess you could do that because before you fuck with the breast milk, you just let it sit, and when it separates, you use that because the cream rises to the top, baby.
Put that in my coffee.
Makes a fucking whipped cream out of that shit.
Ooh. That'd be interesting.
I mean, there's so many uses. Like, you make whipped cream, you got fucking yogurt, you got fucking
just plain
chocolate.
Old milk.
You make fucking breast milk chocolate. You know, you got that milk chocolate with that breast milk. That fucking breast milk. Speaking of delicious yogurt, have you ever tried Noosa?
No.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
It's like a full, like, whole fat yogurt.
Oh.
And it's like, it's American yogurt, but the culture is Australian.
Oh,
like the yogurt culture is Australian.
Okay.
And that's like their tagline is like American milk, Australian culture or some shit like that. But it is so fucking good.
What's it called?
Noosa. Noosa.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Dude.
Get it?
Get yourself a cup of that yogurt because it is so fucking good.
I'm like an oikos.
Yeah, it's not like, it's like soft serve ice cream.
Oh.
Like that, like thick.
Yeah.
Creamy, sweet fucking. There's very little like tartness to it. And like it comes with like different fruit. Like they got a fucking rhubarb one. And they got like strawberry and blueberry, and it's like just the perfect amount of fruit.
Yeah.
Where it's like sweet.
Yeah.
But and you like mix it. Yeah. Oh my god, dude, it's so fucking. You know how you like lick the lid of the yogurt? Like that's just usually just plain yogurt, and it's like plain yogurt has that like ooh, that's tart. And like it's like tannic and like dries your mouth. This shit is so smooth. It's like, and they make it in like it comes in little shit like even the big versions of it are small because it's like it's not healthy. It's not. It's like fucking the butter of the yogurt world. It's just like, but it is so fucking good, dude. It's like, I would fuck that shit up on the regular.
I have to try that out. Good. It's so good. 'Cause I love yogurt, man. I actually have a thing of yogurt almost every morning with my oatmeal. God, I sound so old when I say that.
Every morning I have shit with my oatmeal. When I get up to piss for the third time,
and it's not that instant shit. It's like the steel cut oatmeal that you need.
Oh
to
shit! You gotta work for that shit.
Yeah, I love that shit, man.
You gotta like boil shit. That's not instant.
I love it. This maybe a little fruit, a banana or something. So perfect balanced breakfast.
You know what I can never get behind? Fucking cream of wheat.
I like that. I like cream of wheat.
Is
it
funny because I like polenta. Like I like polenta, and it's kind of basically polenta, but it's just like I don't know. It's just like I don't fucking. And I tried it like with maple syrup, and I tried like putting some fucking brown sugar in it, and it just like I don't know. There's just something
funky about it. You don't
I don't know. I just don't like it. And cream of wheat, like it's just I don't know. Like it's just
the cream of the crop. Duh.
Cream of the wheat. This is the wheat that rose to the top. It grew on the top of the wheat.
Yeah, I love cream of wheat. I grew up eating that shit. That's probably why I like it.
I mean, it's like a 50-50 split. You're either going to fucking like it or not, I guess. Like,
yeah, I guess so.
I was force-fed it as a child. And I love it now.
Cream of wheat. Is there anything I'm not really... I don't know. I can't think of anything that I'm not really fond of food-wise.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not actively, like, hate... I mean, I just don't buy it. I don't eat cream of wheat. But, I mean, it's not like I fucking hate it. But, I mean, I'm never...
You're ever like, ooh, I want some
Yeah,
cream
I mean,
wheat.
food's the one thing that you could like, well,
Yeah.
I don't like it, but I gotta eat it. Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't happen. Like, I mean, it's just, you don't like it, you don't eat it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I just don't fucking, it's not like, my house is stocked full of cream of wheat. I gotta get rid of it. Like, I gotta eat my way through this cream of wheat. I fucking hate it. But whatever, it's all I got. It's all my food stamps allow me to buy. Cream of wheat. Just fucking gruel. Well, this is a shorter episode.
Oh, yeah?
Only 2 hours and 24 minutes.
Oh. Felt like forever talking about those robots.
So good.
Oh, man.
The uncomfortable tension.
Well, you've done it. You got it. You got what you want.
You can talk about robots all the fucking time now.
No.
Be so much fucking robot shit on every fucking episode. So episode 13, I'm alone now. It's just me talking to myself. Or maybe I'll get a robot.
Wow.
Yeah, it felt like a Furby.
Ultimate spite move.
Yeah. You fucking come around the corners just being a robot. You're like,
What the fuck?
what the fuck, bro? Holy shit. Sorry, bro. I got a deal on this sex robot. Just interview. It's just an interview, bro. Just sit down. We're going to interview the sex robot. Be cool, man. Be cool. Don't make any sudden movements.
I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. Everything it says is fucking lying. Don't listen to it.
Just fucking so much disdain for this fucking... I think there's more disdain for the robot interview than the fucking pedophile interview. I fucking thought we were interviewing a pedophile today.
What the fuck, dude?
You fucking switched up. Ooh, what about a robot pedophile? Oh, fuck. That's your ultimate nightmare. I like small children. Like,
Oh.
ooh, I guess we never even fucking got into that. Like,
Damn.
what if they made robot children? Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, all I can see
I
is
feel
somebody fucking Haley Joel Osment
Ah.
from AI. With that sad, forlorn look on his eyes.
Looks like
and his
he's
little
always
robot,
crying.
Yeah, and his little robot face. Ooh, that would have been a dark turn for that
man.
movie.
Do you think that AI could develop those like disorders and stuff like that?
I mean, according to you, they would.
I thought we stopped.
Yeah, sucked you back in, robot pedophiles.
Oh, man.
Oof.
Well, you'd have to think that they would, though.
Yeah,
I mean, not every robot kid. Well, but then wouldn't they all just be like one hive mind, kind of?
Ooh, would that be sadder? Oh, shit. All these poor little robot kids linked together and one's getting molested.
Oh.
And they all like fucking like, fuck no. This is where we lose half the listeners. We saved it for the end. Yeah, ha, we got you, robot pedophiles.
Oh, man. Ugh, I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, it's not great. I don't feel great about it, but that's not enough. It's not a good descriptor for it.
It's so palpable. All right, well.
Could you imagine, though? Not just that. Like, if AI learns from humans, they could learn about racism and shit like that. And what if they themselves become racist towards humans? Or, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
So good.
Oh.
It's like mana. I feel it coursing through my veins, the hate and the fear. It's like,
Oh, man.
whew, I'm not going to sleep for days. I'm so fucking erect. I'm just kidding. I'm not
man.
erect. No, I'm not erect.
Mine's like turtling back in.
I now have a self-made vagina. It's done.
Oh, man.
So I'm going to have a long one again.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just so good. But, you got your sign off?
I do.
Your sign off?
Let
Your
me
sign
pull it
off,
up
Gaga?
real quick.
Come on, Gaga. Sign us off.
Okay. I won't break down today. Another bricks in my way of shadows. The promises they made regret themselves and say, this is too hard. Yeah, they say you grow when you don't succeed, but it's hard to breathe when no one believes in me.
Ooh, that's good. Now, this is long, but also short, so I'm just going to do the whole fucking thing.
Okay.
Ooh, it's fucking raining. How can you doubt me now? How can you doubt me? How can you doubt me now? How can you doubt me? Every stone on every mountain is etched with my name. Every vein of every leaf of every tree is slaked with poison. If you rise up to heaven, I'll turn the sun to blind you. If you sleep deep in hell, I have chains to bind you. How can you doubt me now? How can you doubt me? How can you doubt me now? How can you doubt me? Satan, 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 get beside me. Satan, Satan, fortify me. I don't eat, I don't sleep. I don't eat, I don't sleep. I let it consume me.